Hey, okay. How are you all? How are you all? Sorry, I was doing something like I was, coffee time, okay? Every time there is a countdown, it's my coffee time. So, coffee time ended. Okay. 10 minutes before 9:30. Let's see how the 9:30 delivers. There should not be any entry before 9:30. Let me know, everyone, please, if you can listen or hear me clearly, if the stream is good, if there is any lag or anything or not, everything. Like, let me know any issues before I go to the you gamble any trade for 8:30. No, bro, I don't. The only thing I was trying to do after the 8:30 move, I was trying to get a entry filled at the low of this new week opening gap. However, it didn't fill me up and it reached until the 15 minutes candle CE. I'll show you the exact thing. Why that CE is important, I have shared so many times. This is the candle that has cleared buy side liquidities traded into the fair value gap. So this week CE is important. It's the exact tick by tick over there, and then market actually retraced back into the 1 minute candle. Now again, 1 minute fair value gaps midpoint, or more importantly, it created that 15 minutes bullish fair value and it retraced back into the midpoint of that 15 minutes bullish fair value. So far that's what I'm seeing, but the time, it's literally very close to the 9:30 opening, so I'm not looking for any entry. Or yeah, the only thing that I was looking for was at this level, but unfortunately I didn't get it. The reason behind that is there is a no weak candles and a smaller fair value, so I was expecting at least to enter from the low of this. If it can go for that, maybe I will take another one inside of that area, but it didn't give me that before, and it reached for this one, rejected from the new week opening gap midpoint. I didn't see any reason for looking into any entries or anything. Now, before I answer any other question, hello Caesar, hello Narcissist, Alex, Belmont, Martin, amazing, everyone is here. So from yesterday's stream, before I finished, I talked about this one. Okay, let me actually switch back to the MNQ so that you guys can have all my, like, I'm looking into the NQ because I realized like MNQ, I'm taking too big lots, it might cause a problem. The only thing is MNQ is not as perfect as NQ, so I will show you how NQ is looking and how MNQ is looking, but the thing is pretty clear and straightforward over here, which is remember when market was going higher, I said this candle will be the candle you will be looking your eyes on our CISD. This is from yesterday's stream. Remember the high, I forgot who was actually showing me the high, but whoever, like, I actually forgot who it was. So whoever it was, when they are like this bearish fair value gap was there, I said it will not hold, it will at least go for either the new day opening gap or the new week opening gap. This is how the day traded there and came lower and finished over here. Now here is the thing that I'm willing to give you guys a talk about, which is that change in state of delivery overlapping with a what it calls a 15 minutes last fair value gap or breakaway gap that I was expecting, but unfortunately market didn't leave it as a breakaway gap, so I have nothing to say about that part. Here again, just look at that mean threshold. Now this same thing, I'm coming here because this is where I was showing everything, but since I'm on the NQ, let me show you how what is the difference between NQ and MNQ. Okay, it's important because this is where I get fake moves or fake entry confirmations, and performance might vary because of that. Look at that body. This is the highest zoom of that mean threshold from the hourly chart, the highest zoom that I can show or I can give you. Look at that body. if I don't know if you guys can read this one or not, but from your chart, go to the hourly, mark the mean threshold, look for the move where the candle opened and started to go higher. Right before CPI, look where market came and then started to go higher. It's overlapping with that 15 minutes last fair value, which is a very good sign, but 15 minutes last fair value is this one, which looks like for once market broke, because previous one it closed at the low of the fair value. So I'm not saying this is the break of that fair value gap. However, for once market broke by a tick over here, this is not a break either way. It can be the like by the time candle closed, it failed to go back inside. It's like the printing area, but anyway, one time. Okay, fake can happen only once. It's that fake. Now next one, boom, went here. This next time market came back, this is how it respected. So fake can happen only once. It's that fake if you're thinking about that specific area. So does it make any sense? And this is the CPI again. This was the new day opening gap trade above what is it? Let me check how the market is trading, because it's about to start the 9:30. So for that we have to wait and see which direction market is heading. The only issue I have right now is what it calls. The only issue we have is we have now sell side and buy side. So until the 15 minutes fair value from the news is broken, or even 1 minute, it's the same fair value, bigger size. So yeah, I mean until one of those are broken or even respected and new PDRs are created, I'm not looking for anything at the moment. And again, I'll let the 9:30 open happen fast, and then the just a second guys, let me actually fix something on my side, because I need to actually, I'm looking into my stream from my YouTube channel so that I can fix it. What is the edit? Yep, I need to put it in the playlist and add some tags, just that part. 9:30 opening is happening right now, so I'll do it later actually. And today I'll be finishing early because I really don't want to sit for longer. Last 2 days was very hectic for me and I want to sleep. I need some sleep. So for that, but anyway, yesterday's stream I will show, just let me see like how the 9:30 is doing, and after that I will show you like what I'm trying to give you guys. Only problem is I didn't like that manipulation, the news manipulation, the way it manipulated. We had liquidities literally here, and this I wrote it like this way: projected terminus to the strengths. We have buy side as well, projected terminus, but the same projection, the next level it overlaps is actually exactly with that all-time high. So I need to see that it's clearing some buy side liquidities before going there. Sorry, it's clearing some sell side liquidities before going there. So next candle, right? How many fair value? So many. It's going for the sell side delivery at the 9:30 because the opening range gap is lower. At the same time, we have some sell side. I guess this is a guess. 1, 2, 3. So one of those fair value will be traded and then it will continue lower. Hopefully. And if it continues higher, we have better opportunities or liquidity sitting at this level now. It's now the relative equal. The consequent encouragement sent price lower. I would love to see that it's first going lower for some sell side delivery or sell side liquidity. It has cleared, like 1 minute has some liquidity taken, but yeah, I mean, let the 930 first fair value to form, and depending on that fair value we can aim for further levels. Now, if this is that liquidity graph market structure shift, how does that will look like? I don't think it should be like this way because of this, but let's see. Until a fair value is formed, nothing is valid. And you are waiting for a good setup. You're not just FOMO entering or something. Okay, so careful about that part. Careful about that part. What's the time? 1:31. I need to check my crypto wallet because yesterday I was literally sending some money, but it didn't arrive. Sell side, sell side, sell side, come on. Here, all the way back to here. I have ICT body, okay. It filled up the fair value, so let's see, like it's still there is a tick or something unfilled over there, but yeah, like mostly it has filled up the fair value. So wait until it can give you the setup. There is no fair value after 9:30 yet. There is actually today I want to use it in this way cause I need to see how the 15 minutes is looking. Because if it's like the long week, a small body candle, I will be literally finishing the stream because it doesn't make any sense to sit on another sideways price action or consolidation. So every rejection is happening from that hourly order block mean threshold. Again, if I can remember it correctly, it was something like this range, something like this. Not actually that one, that's the low of that order block. Sorry, the opening price of the order block. This was how it was looking from the hourly chart. It was high to this low. But anyway, doesn't matter. You have a fair value gap, market is respecting that. You can keep it that way, but it is what it is. Today's London session, silver bullet happened little higher, I guess, but literally before the silver bullet starts, market traded that mean threshold, and from where it actually gave you the setup, and it was a beautiful setup. There was a 15 minutes bearish fair value gap presented over there, so above these equal highs it was a very good range. Maybe somewhat from this fair value you found your setup or something. 40 to 50 handles in London session, that's a very good target. What the hell, don't do it today as well. 9 minutes left. Don't want to see a small body long week candle. Let me read some comments now. I have fixed it. I have fixed it. Dashboard content live. Before ending the stream, don't forget to reply me. Okay, let me read some comments because it's let this 9:30 first fair value to form. Okay, so I'm just waiting for that. I didn't change the color because I draw this one and then draw that one. But anyway, I know what I'm looking for here. But let market decide where it's willing to go. Stream is good. Belmont, thank you. Narcissist hello, Cesar के hello, I think I said hello, Ravi hello, आसिफ भाई कैसे हो? बहुत अच्छा हूँ भाई, just exhausted. Like I'm very good but just exhausted. That's the only problem I'm facing right now. I'd love to see that it's giving me the change in state with some fair value gaps. With some fair value gaps, not that big. Come on, we need to enter into a trade as well. We need to enter into a trade as well. Yeah, so that's the part. Australia has hard time to trade both session, don't you think? Yes, exactly. It's the hardest time window for anything. Like I sometimes if I forget to contact my parents, I know it's early in their place, but I cannot stay awake and talk with them for hours on phone at maybe 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. 2 a.m. because it's late for me. It's 5, it was 4 hour time difference, but now it's 5 hour time difference. It's a big issue. It's a big issue. See that midpoint rejection? It's that one, like this one. Come on, how can someone get the entry if you do it this way? I have so many, too long to go, but yeah, not entering into a FOMO trade or anything. Not liking it. It's all, it's, if it's broken from 15 minutes chart, this is that inversion that you can utilize. But again, not willing to press the button unless it breaks from the 15 minutes chart. And let's see how big of a fair value it is keeping over here. A stop loss has to be very big. That's the only issue. Let it first create the fair value. If it creates like okay, maybe very small fair value gap. How big? Let it create first. Don't just assume that it gonna create. Now it filled up until the entire fair value is filled up. This is why don't just trust your 1 minute candle. Wait until market is giving you the direction. But the way I'm seeing the chart, I'm not liking it at all. Again, it is doing something like what we saw yesterday, what we saw on Friday. I would love to see a bigger body than the wick from the 15 minutes. Because it's again looking like that's SD profile so far. So yeah, waking up to trade NY at midnight is really hard. Hats off to Asif bhai. Thank you bhai. I don't even wake up. I barely sleep. That's the problem. Overall bearish today? No, I am not bearish. But the problem is it didn't clear the liquidity. So it first has to reach for the liquidity level. Then the move I'm expecting. Listen, on my Discord, what did I said? It started going higher. What did I said? That I'm not liking the fact that it first went higher. The manipulation is happening higher. I would love to see the manipulation is happening lower before market can go higher. It's that part. Now manipulation happened higher. It reached to a higher time frame point of interest. What is the higher time frame point of interest here? This CE, I don't even need to see that. But when I have it, I have it drawn on my chart. I saw that exact rejection. Why I said I don't even need to see that is because see that new week opening gap C, market failed to close above that. Market rejected from there. Once it reached to that new week opening gap C, it rejected from there. So that C, I don't really need it. Again, This is the high. I have the buy side here, relative equal highs. I have now a strong buy side or draw on buy side. However, as I said, I would love to see how the market is doing at this candle. If this 15 minutes candle is a long wick and a small body, I will not be too confident to take trades on my funded account again. This move, it was trading into the 5 minutes last fair value gap. Okay, I will show you from the 5 minutes here. One fair value, two fair value. So not last fair value actually. This is the entry fair value because there is a smaller fair value over there. So it was trading that fair value. So when it was trading that fair value, I'm not looking for this change in state to trade in, like it created multiple fair value gaps, right? And when it was going higher, it came very close to the CE of that 15 minutes fair value gap, but it didn't trade that. So again, and the time as well, it's literally 9:05. You should not be framing a setup between that. So it's that one where I was not willing to mark anything. Now is the time where I would love to see by this 2 minutes 44 seconds or whatever the time I have left, I would love to see it's creating fair value gaps and going above this level. That will be a good indication. Even let me actually mark the 5 minutes candle so that I can mark the CISD because it's creating fair value gaps. I would love to see the CISD. Again, I'm not happy with the move, overall move, because it has sell side liquidity. It has equal lows over here. Now this is relative equal lows. Not too happy about it. Let the 5 minutes candle close as well, so which will be the close of this 15 minutes candle. If I can get the change in state on both of the side, I will utilize this fair value. Otherwise, I will, if it comes to this fair value and then starts to go higher, I will utilize the 5 minutes order block range. And 3.50 because I want to keep a 5 minutes chart over there. I'll keep 15 minutes, but 5 minutes is my my friendly neighborhood time frame. So I'm loving that part. Let me Katy Pen, yeah, bullish. I'm bullish, of course. Like there is no reason to be bearish. It's already the market is not giving us any bearish indication or bearish setup from the daily, 4 hours, hourly, from any time frame. It's not telling us that it's going for that bearish move or something. After this candle's closure, there will be a 5 minute CISD because there is a fair value gap available. So let me see where the mean threshold falls, and I will put the stop. No weak candle. Damn it. After this candle's closure, if it comes back into this CISD or even this one, I will take an entry. I don't need to wait for a market structure shift or anything. It has filled up the last fair value gap. So like the 15 minutes fair value gap, that's all I want to see. This is the moment of truth. Should I press on the 5 minute CSD level? Anyway, missed it. Too big because of the entry that I got. Anyway, it's okay. I should be alright. I'll do one thing, okay? Don't mind me doing that. I will take a entry inside of that fair value, and when market will go above this level, I'll take the same amount inside of this fair value, but when it will go above this level, I will try to exit out that 2 lots. Okay. Not just here, it should be 400 level, but anyway. And I will exit out 2 lots over here just to reduce the risk. That's the mean threshold level from 5 minutes. Don't really want to see it's breaking below that. There is a no weak candle. That's the only concern I have right now. Other than that, everything should be alright. By the way, how the 15 minutes candle closed? Is it a long week on both sides? No, actually not. So should be alright. That no weak candle can be the culprit here, because I'm not even holding until the third candle's low. Okay, actually I have to put it below that low because that's the order block low as well. I don't really want to see it's getting violated. That no weak level is traded. Too many things actually. Let me remove this huge fair value gap here. Okay, that no weak level, it came below 1 tick. When did I said about this no weak candle? When market was here. Okay, even before taking the entry, that the stop loss I have to put, there is a no weak candle. Anyway, I'll put it from this. If it stops, let it be the scenario, but again there is a 1 minute lost fair value. Although bad thing, if it can go there, it's going for the buy side liquidity. Anyway, I'll talk about it when market will deliver. And this is the projected terminus where I'm expecting market to reach. However, since it's at 280 level, the 400 is the 300 is a more obvious area, and we have the 15 minutes lost fair value. Too much, I will not wait until that. I will just wait until the buy side liquidity. By the way, so far there is no bearish fair value, but I'm not liking this one. I need to see it's going through that midpoint one more time. Exactly. This can be a problematic scenario over here, that it closed below that first fair value and now respecting that midpoint. This is the only thing I'm not liking, but I'm not gonna close the trade until it hits exactly that level, because that's my order block or 5 minutes change in state candle. If it doesn't work, no problem. I have sell side. I can utilize the sell side of the curve. Now let me remove it. And let me look for sell side until this projection. It's that simple. I don't care about anything else. Might not give me the entry. Same thing. Let me check over here as well. Fair value. Problem with NQ. Huge stop losses. Come on. Don't just go for that level straight away. Don't go for that level straight away. Your chart, your candle, it will tell you the story. Okay, so when this happened, I already said like what I'm not liking, and about the whole scenario, that it left all the sell side liquidity, it manipulated higher first. That's the scene that I didn't like at all. So this is going to be the breakaway gap or bag, or I'm expecting it to act as that, and this is going to be the FVG. Now I have a thing to see or observe, which is I will take another entry as well. Like if it leaves the fair value gap, and even if it goes for that fair value, I'll take the entry. Oh, I should be actually taking the entry at the CISD on that fair value. And this time stop loss not at the mid, of course, I'll put it there. This one doesn't have or occurred, so the third candle's high is where I'm putting the stop loss. Again, targeting for this level, but what I'm going to say, or what I'm trying to observe here is the only thing, after taking this low, if it's going for that high or not. If that happens, I'm done for the day, and I will just answer some of your questions and try to answer some of your questions. I'll finish the stream that way. This one doesn't matter because liquidity at that level and below that as well, literally here, so that should not be matter. Only thing I want to see, yes, what it can do is it can go for that fair value one more time, because the mean threshold will be until that third candle's high is traded. The mean threshold is literally like this way, but if it goes for this high, the scene is looking something like this. Okay, sell side taken, this was that short term high taken, the low, again sell side taken, created a short term high, took the sell side, going for the buy side. I will see it that way, waiting for that mean threshold and how the 5 minutes candle is trading that mean threshold. This time I didn't put my stop loss at mean threshold or above the mean what it calls, around that 75% of the order block high. The reason behind that is very simple. I have the 5 minutes mean threshold sitting right there, so the 930 or first presented fair value gap sorry, the first presented fair value gap is covered, my fair value gap's third candle is covered. Profit I'm holding not just here, 5 pips below that as well, but I will take a partial at top of the fair value, nothing above, like nothing before that. This was that sell side liquidity, so nothing. This was today's low. Let me check what is the profit it's showing over here, 1760. So if I secured it, it will be $900. It will be $900, 42, right? So 5 handle should be 37.25, like this. Like this. So that was that mean threshold plus the first presented fair values midpoint. It's a very small one, but it's more like it's from a 1 minute chart, so that's the reason I removed the other one. And I would love to see how this one, anyway, that should be all right. Closer, I really don't want to see above this midpoint, because if it happens this way, I'm done with the market, because the way I'm seeing it. Okay, anytime now. The sell side delivery should happen anytime now, like literally big fall, like not a smaller one. And I have these liquidities right here, so I don't know like what size is good enough for you guys to see it properly. And remember that level, this is that CISD or order block of 5 minutes. I marked the fake CISD that it gave me, but now I have the CISD again. So let's see if this one is also fake or not. I'm bullish, okay, don't take it wrong, like I'm bullish, but the only reason I'm taking the sell short is because I have sell side liquidity that market had to clear before the upper move or before going for the new all-time high, that sort of thing. If it goes like this way until I see two 15 minutes bullish fair value gap forming, I'm not willing to take any entry or trade. I should have actually looked into another thing that I missed, which is how it looked on the 15 minutes chart when it broke, or have it broken the 15 minutes yet or not, that part. So that midpoint should be all right. Let's see. Fair value gap, would love to see it's available over there. Oh, by the way, this should not be the bag because it's the only fair value, right, on this leg after breaking that first presented fair value and the news fair value gap. It's the only presented fair value right here. It's not bag. I wrote it bag because it was about to create another one. It was that reason, but now nothing over here. This can be the bag. Okay, this can be the bag. By the way, entry I took it, market executed it, so I was trying to put it at the level of this and the fair value gap. So that much you have to consider to handle. You have to consider. But anyway, let's see. Like since I entered from here and this is the stop loss, where can I target for my first partial? What is it? Anything here? Okay, there is another liquidity below that, which is today's low, so not a bad idea, but I don't have more than 2 lots, so I cannot take that. I mean, I can take that, but I don't want to take that. That's the part. It's a huge leg that I'm trying to capture or catch. I would love to see how, like, it's spending too much time over here. I don't really want like that part because it's already inside of a macro, so macro should be the liquidity grab move. It should not spend this much time at the level of the liquidity, like very near to the liquidity level. That part I'm not liking it. Other than that, yeah, all good. By the way, I didn't like this also, that the close above that fair value and fair value happened twice. So this fair value is no longer in my book. It's a fake. I'm using that one plus my 5 minutes change in state overlapping with that first presented fair value. Macro, let's see. After this candle's closure, there will be the 10 a.m. move. So let's see how the 10 a.m. move happens. Should I take a partial here? What do you guys say about that? You took NQ or not MNQ? And not MNQ. Yeah, I took it on NQ today. There is a reason, but it's like let's see, like the same thing on NQ how it looks. That's why it's 2 lots on NQ. The other one I was trying to, like, I took another 2 lots because I was trying to go and close it above that high, but anyway, since it didn't give me the opportunity to close above that high, I don't care. But this is what I'm saying, like macro is for taking liquidity. It should not spend too long. It's that part. And I'm not taking below today's low, which is this low, this is today's low. Okay, I'm not taking it below that low because of only one reason, which is it can literally take this low and then go higher. The main target of these equal lows that it has cleared, but let's see, like my projected terminus is here, the fair value gap is here, this fair value I have talked yesterday as well, I am talking today as well. It has delivered onto 2 yet or no? I think this is already delivered, because you know the entry was supposed to be from the fair value gap, like this fair value gap. So in that scenario, it has delivered that onto 2 or something, exact onto 2, not just onto 2, like this. Okay, but I let it go. Let it go. Still, I'm not happy with the move. I would love to see this low is taken. Let me mark to the slow as well. Here. Fair value gap. Let's see if it can create this as a breakaway gap or not. I need a breakaway gap to form. That's the only thing I'm willing to see, so that I get the volatility I'm looking for on the market for that leg. Yesterday's high and low, that's the only target I have for today. Willing to see if market can create a fair value gap here from 5 minutes or not. That will be my breakaway gap from 5 minutes as well, because it has traded the order block or change in state candle. By the way, delivery, okay, just think about it. Change in state level, entry, exact 1 to 2 delivered. That's the most beautiful part of this trade. It's gonna go through that. Okay, no, I got my upper wick. I was worried about the upper wick, but it somehow created it. So let's see. I have now more relative equal lows over here to look for, and I have that sell side liquidity. I have some fair value gaps from 1 minute chart below this sell side liquidity, especially if you look into this and this. Even this was never traded. Okay, and I think 5 minute has the similar fair value as well. Let me check, where is it at this level. So the same fair value, like this fair value, but I don't want to mark it because it will create conflict in my expectation or in my analysis. Breakaway gap, let's see if it's the breakaway gap or not. Brother, do you use MSS or just CSD? CSD. No, today is the day I'm looking for that. There is a reason. I will show you just after either the take profit or stop loss hit. I'm just waiting for one of those to happen for me. By now it should be here in profit, but I'm again waiting for the 5 minutes breakaway gap to form, the gap that will be like that should remain unfilled. It should not be completely filled, partially filled. It is that gap also, like it's trading the up close, highest up close body close candle over here, although it was violated. So I'm not using that. Instead I'm using this candle. Why? Because this is where market closed below the 930 fair value, and this is the inverted fair value gap. This is where the order block is. So I'm using this one like this way, or you can mark it from the 5 minutes chart as well. So the other today's low is taken. Let's see how volatile the move can be. This will create, like if it's going for my projected terminus, it will create another bearish fair value within this range, and it will trade that bearish fair value and leave it as a breakaway gap. Now this is today's low. This has to be a partial no matter what. But again, as I said, I'm not taking it, but it should not be your trade. Like you should not be trading like this. Where is that low sitting? Right at this level. So this should be my stop loss. If market comes here, I'm more than happy to get stopped out. What is this? Is this 5 minutes candles low over there. Why I'm putting it there is because I want to see this fair value gap for the bigger move towards this $4,000 profit or whatever it will give me. For that profit, I would love to see there is this fair value gap presented, and at the same time I want to see it's not filling that fair value gap completely. I'm expecting another fair value to form at this level, which fair value will be traded and market can fill it up. There is no problem filling up that fair value gap. So already $2,400 profit. I'm not taking a bloody partial before this. I don't even want to take it here. If I just target the projected terminals, that is good enough for me. However, higher time frame point of interest, real fair value gap, where it is presented in every time frame, that is the real fair value gap. So no matter what, I am closing at the top of that fair value. I know it can go for the midpoint as well of that fair value, but I don't want to hold. Only the liquidity, the fair value gap, and my projected terminus 5 pips below that. It will go at least 5 pips below the projected terminus if I'm right about my projected terminus. Let it hit that, then I will tell you or show you how exactly I looked for it. I called the high of the day here, market came until this far. It's a bigger area, but it's literally like 40 handles. Okay, so again, let's see after trading here if market can go for the buy side or not. 2 minutes 34 seconds left. Definitely want to see a like bigger body so that there can be another fair value gap. When market will go higher, I will utilize that as the inversion fair value as well. So like we can utilize that. And as I said, today's stream will be a smaller one. It's that stream. So I won't be there for using a buy side delivery as well. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I have to sleep, man. Last maybe I don't know, maybe 72 hours I have slept, maybe for 4 hours in total. And I'm literally like I'm literally leaning on my chair. I cannot even sit properly. This is a regular fair value. Okay, this can be fully filled. The only thing so far I didn't like or I'm not liking is it's creating a long wick. So it can go for that fair value gap, stop me out. Why it's there? It should be at the high of that fair value. It should be a breakaway gap. It should not be completely filled. Let's see, 1 minute left. This candle's closer will be the body of this candle, and it will give me like if there is enough space for another new fair value or not. It will tell me after this candle. It's a what is it? It's a possible change in state, because remember everything you're seeing over here, it's trading inside of your higher time frame, like 1 hour, 4 hours. So there can be bigger rejections, but my point of interest is this: it's available in every time frame. So no matter what, even if it stops me, I'm still willing to see that market is trading there before going higher. 4 seconds left, so not too much space for another fair value, unless it can just go a tick or two and then continue lower again. Yeah, so not too much space for another fair value gap. It created a very long wick. Now is the time to see how market trades that fair value and continues lower, or if it trades at all or not. Let me remove this sell side. This is today's low, but let me remove that one. Anyway, not inverted yet, because until this candle closes, it's not inverting yet. How short I am from my projected terminus? 21,056.50, 21,042.25. Not bad. Don't want to see it's going to fill that fair value completely. That's why that is my stop loss. The way it's going, it can, but I'm not willing to see that, and I'm not moving my stop loss any higher or anywhere. By the way, how much it has given? 88.50 handle, didn't close anything. Okay, not willing to do that. In your head, yeah, it's in your head. Not on to see one thing, which is by the time this 5 minutes candle closes, it's closing above this and leaving fair value gaps over here. It created that fair value. Come on, that's the problem. Was that the 1 minute fair value or anything? Not really. Oh, by the way, let me check. What is it? Top Step TV, the big bound live funded trader, number 16 big is this and that. On board, bloody hell. I'm marking that one to see like how it traded. Okay, so it has traded that low. So anyway, doesn't matter. One minute 54 seconds left for the candle closer or to confirm a change in state of delivery. Let's see if it can turn this into an inversion or not. I would love to see that is happening. At least close below the midpoint, that will be even a better signature, but don't reject from the mid. That's something I will be scared of. 25 seconds. $88 handles, my guys, brothers. 88 handles. Oh, I still have one more minute left for the 5 minutes candle closer. So let's see. Good. But don't make it a fake close below that midpoint. Don't make it a fake closer below that midpoint, because that can be just that by the time it finished over there, it closed by a tick. It can be like that. Best scenario, this candle is closing below that. We have a bearish fair value that market broke, but let's see. 24 seconds. I would love to see market is inverting that fair value. How you can make money is this way. Okay, 88 handle. Remember, I didn't take any profit. Not this way. I'm not saying this. First partial below maybe the equal lows or the today's low. Even though you are projecting here, the next partial, if you have another opportunity at the higher time frame point of interest high, not just at this level, because I'm not seeing any reason for market to take the liquidity and not trade here before going higher. It's that part. Confident about the entry. Let's see, like still confident, but I would love to see it's not going for that fair value one more time after that long week. Okay, so this time I would love to see it's rejecting from the at least better if it rejects this way, but it's better if it can if it can respect that CE of that week, because it's trading into a fair value gap, then the rejection is happening. So I would love to see that is happening. Better if it doesn't reach, but if it reaches there, I would love to see that it's rejecting from here, not going for that high or these levels anymore. Let me read some comments. Exactly. And where are those like fellow traders? Let's show some support. Thanks a lot. No. They will show the support when I will close it in the with that 88 handle worth of move or something. Think this: two lots of entry, 88 handle worth of move from my entry point. Okay. Here. 88.5, two lots, multiply it with 2. This is 177 handle worth of profit that I have secured, or I have seen, into 20. This is what I saw. If I closed it that way, then they would understand that yes, it is working, or he's a profitable trader. But if it goes and hits my stop loss, oh, he's a moron, he didn't take any partial. I know why I'm doing this, but anyway, I will explain. Really don't want to see any candle even in 1 minute closing above this level. It can, because of the highs it has created, and it's trading that fair value. Remember this bearish fair value. I don't really want to see it's inverting this instead of this one. So if it goes there, it's time for me to get stopped out of the market. It's okay if that happens. Until the last fair, like the fair value I marked as a bag from 5 minutes is remaining as a bag, I have no issue. Okay, because that's where my profit is, stop loss is. I've seen $3,500 worth of profit. You know how I take my partials at 1 to 2. You know how I take my partials up below the session based liquidities, or above a session based liquidity. But this is where I'm willing to see like how the market is playing out for that fair value gap. If this was the fake breakout of that fair value gap, this candle literally should not go below that fair value and close below. And I don't want to see that. But let's see, like if it breaks one more time, it should not go back for that fair value one more time. No respect, please. Ah, 25 seconds for another 5 minutes candle to close. What's the time? 10:20. Is there anything to get worried that's coming ahead? Maybe 10:30 move, but don't want to see every 30 minutes, every 10 minutes sort of move. I'm waiting. It created now equal lows. Okay, this is literally equal low. I'm seeing it as equal low. So don't want to see market is leaving this and then giving me buy setups. As I said at the beginning, even before, like when Sijo, or I don't know who actually on Discord, because I was replying from my phone, but who told me like the news is sending price higher. I said that's the thing I didn't like, because the manipulation happened higher. Just need one more candle closing below this fair value gap, this fair value. See, the midpoint is still holding. This is something I'm not liking at all. Issues, lots of issues around. Whenever there is a thing that I'm trying to say or show, controversies. By the way, I'm keeping an eye on this candle as well, okay? Like, it's more likely, think this way. This is a 5 minutes bearish fair value, but the 1 minute price action, how is it looking here? This was the bag, okay? 1 minute bag. This was the candle that traded into a fair value. Market came close below that. Mean threshold, the high didn't got violated. It went a little above mean threshold. See, there is a line over there. That is the mean threshold of that candle. That's what I marked over there with that white line. It didn't violate that. Then when the next time it came for let me move this one because I already saw it didn't give me any 5 minutes bullish change in a state where I had to be worried or I had to think or rethink about it. After the min threshold trade, this is the order block trade. So let's see if it can create that unfilled fair value gap now or not, or another breakaway gap now or not. OB. I'm just waiting for another fair value. The moment it creates another fair value, this high or even this high will be my next stop loss. Anyway, I don't really need to do that, but yeah, I'm waiting for a bearish fair value to form. And let me check how the 5 minutes week is looking. Yeah, looking good, not bad. Again, from the 1 minute fake, next time fake cannot happen. It's that part. One fair value, just a small big doesn't matter. I just need a fair value gap to be able to trail the stop loss and to see the what it calls, to see the willingness for market to go for this level. I need to drink some water, just a sec. Throats are dry. I had too much tea or caffeine the whole day. Discord, what's happening? I'm in a live stream, so you guys can talk to me in the chat. Just give me a little bit. Trading this, no, not, we can go through that, but don't want to see that a body is closing above that midpoint 2 times. Don't want to see the same scenario happening. Time for me to get stopped out and market to go higher if it's spending that much time, because higher means I'm not expecting too far high, but see that 15 minutes fair value gap. Yes, it traded with this candle, but still it can go for that level as well, only if it can close above this midpoint. Weak, I don't give a damn. This is a problem now, because same thing I would love to see again. Why? Because it's, see that funny because I will explain. Just let it finish. Projected terminus, the one I tried to give you all for free, and I paid to get the better idea about it. I paid someone else to get the better idea, and I tried to, like, even that was not it, it was bullshit, complete, it was bullshit. But what happened is I got more confidence on my understandings, and then I came to teach you guys. So let's see. Okay, next week I will do something different. Next week I will do something different. This week it's bullshit. 3 minutes more before it can show or set the price to the level. 3 minutes more. 10:30 it is. By the way, after a retracement, let me check how far it is. So this is the propulsion. No matter what, breakaway. Okay, breakaway. I would love to see it as a breakaway. The only thing I'm not liking is it's with this fair value and with this fair value, it's playing. It's literally playing with those fair value gaps. Closing below midpoint twice. Closing above midpoint once. I don't want to see it's closing the same way. Two minutes left. Still waiting for that bearish fair value gap to form to confirm that it's going for my projected terminus. I'm still waiting for that part. Still waiting. The end of the stream is coming. It's your trade and your choice, but since it's NQ, one partial to scale. Yeah, like, listen, partial was below today's low. That was the first level, like especially inside of this fair value. See that unfilled fair value gap right here, and that low didn't trade. So literally at this level you had to take a partial. Like, you don't know if market will respect it and go higher or not. It was that level. The only reason I'm not taking it is because I'm not even explaining anything, right? I didn't even say anything. This was today's low of today, which is the 131, so London low or London session low. But kill zone, not kill zone, but overall London session, that's what I'm saying over there. The thing is, I don't want anyone to copy the trade. Remember, I took a buy long. Now they are in loss. I took a sell short. If they took it with me, they are in profit. But it's not about teaching you how to copy the trade. It's about teaching you how to choose the direction when one thing is proven wrong, how you can go for the other direction, and then what you can expect. This is that change in state of delivery. First I got on the upper side inside of a 15 minutes bullish fair value. At the same time, what did I said? Let me mark the 15 minutes on, because it's 5 minutes, you will understand it different way. See this? This was that bullish fair value. Market filled it up, gave me the 15 minutes change in state as well. This is where I should have trusted the higher time frame, but anyway, I still went for the buy long because of the liquidities it has left on the upper portion, and it was rejecting from a higher time frame point of interest. But what I said is I should have trusted my higher time frame. How? 15 minutes change in state. How you confirm the change in state? If and only if you see a 5 minutes bullish fair value gap forming. Was there any 5 minutes bullish fair value? No. Was there any 5 minutes bullish fair value? No. So that change in state was a fake change in or not a high probability change in state. So I paid for that mistake. Now this change in state, okay, again from 15 minutes change in state, bearish fair value or same change in state on the 5 minutes. And also don't forget about this one, and by this time market has already inverted that 15 minutes bullish fair value. This is that. See that midpoint rejection? That was what I was expecting from this 1 minute fair value, this 1 minute fair value. But it's literally bullshit. It's the similar scenario that happened somewhat around this area. I don't know where was that one, but that I removed. I think this one, the one I removed, or my entry area, that one, because it was doing the similar scenario like this. So I'm removing this one as well. The thing is, again, the change in state I got from 5 minutes on the upper side or buy side inside of a 15 minutes fair value gap. I took that entry, it hit my stop loss, and when it broke the higher time frame point of interest, it gonna stop me, okay, because it gonna go for that 15 minutes order block level, the one that gave me change in state. The only thing that can stop this market from going there is this mean threshold. It should not trade this mean threshold. If it goes for this mean threshold, this will be taken, and my stop loss is at the midpoint of that last fair value gap. That's where, that is the 5 minutes fair value gap high. So even though this area is still a valid area from 1 minute chart, that market can trade just that and then continue lower, I don't really want to move it any higher, because my 5 minutes fair value gap, I would love to see its remaining as a breakaway gap. So that's the reason I'm not moving it any higher. There is a probability that it will trade this midpoint and then again reject after taking these liquidities, but I'm not willing to move it any higher, because the 15 minutes change in state of delivery, that candle was not traded yet. So it can go for that level one more time. It's that part. Let's see. Still there is a tick unfilled, but the only problem I'm seeing is the whole move created a very small bearish fair value. So done. Let's see how the market trades. Now there will be a lot of buzz very soon, but I only thing I'm willing to see is how it's trading that CILT. If it goes higher with new bullish fair value gaps, this is the moment I'm again going for a buy long for this level. Nothing here. New day, new week, I cannot see them. Okay, it's outside of my vision. It's that part. Because remember, all these lows, oh, let me first remember to move it. All these lows are sitting inside of a 4 hours, a 1 hour fair value gap. So higher than the time frame you're looking at. This is how your 1 hour time frame is looking so far. Okay, nothing here, nothing here. Long wick on the top using the news, long wick on the bottom, even nearly 2 hours after the news. So it's looking like this. I would love to see it's staying below this, or even better, staying below this on the hourly. Otherwise, this is what you are seeing again. 15 minutes. Oh, I have 15 minutes here, so I'll just move it to the 1 minute. It was that fair value is still holding, but unfortunate. Yeah, because I put it where it was not supposed to go. It was not because any other structure or anything. That fair value was supposed to remain as the unfilled fair value before like taking this sell side liquidity. It has filled it up like this. Waiting for the 15 minutes CISD level to trade or violate it, so that I can frame my buy long. And don't worry, like if it goes above this area, I can still have another nearly 88 handle worth of move, something like from here until this level, or even more than that. So doesn't matter. But this time I will be taking partial at this level. And then the next one, not just the projected terminus again, since the 21,200 300 level is a bit like within the 30 to 20 50 pip range, or even within the 20 pip range, I will hold until the 300 the rest. But I will take a partial above this side into either the 25% of the unfilled portion or the midpoint of the unfilled portion. It's that part. So the 5 minutes one, I think from 5 minutes it has broken. Not yet. Another 2 minutes. Okay, so let me explain, okay, how I did the projection. There are so many other things, but for now let me remove these levels. What is this one? The 15 minutes one. I don't need that either. But I need to go for the 15 minutes chart to show you what I looked for today. This was the closing hour. There was that consolidation, but I projected from there as well. It comes or overlaps with this. This is today's price action, especially the Asia kill zone. Okay, the Asia kill zone starts from 8 p.m. and ends at 12 a.m. So inside of that Asia kill zone, this is today's price action. That's why you see today's range. All this price action until that manipulation. So accumulation, manipulation, distribution. But again, this thing was trading into the main threshold of the order block, created fair value, trading that fair value. It was a very good accumulation, manipulation, distribution. After the dealing range was formed, okay, from this low to this high, it was the high and low of the day for that specific moment. So let me remove this one first. This was the discounted array. If you remember what I said about no weak candle, that was that no weak candle. Market came below that, but not just there, a very small fair value. In this is the, remember, two, one is here, which, what is this, from the low to high, 15 minutes bullish fair value, from where you can take your entry, and this is where you actually got your silver bullet entry. However, look at those bodies. What is this? A small fair value, right? I don't care about a small or big. I say this so many times. First fair value, you can expect it to remain as a bag. Is it a bag? Small fair value, but still it didn't fill it up completely. Again, the high of this candle and check the low of this candle. If there is even a tick worth of gap, I'm still marking it as the breakaway gap. So retracement, OTZ, overlapping, respecting that, and it came for that level as well, because as I said, Okay, as I said, finally it has reached after the change in state, retracement back into the range. That's what I'm seeing, like the range. Anyway, now it's time for that sell side again, and it's not breaking that fair value either, the 15 minutes bearish fair value. So it was that consolidation range from where the highest body to the lowest body inside of that range you are projecting lower. One projection is like this. If you look very carefully, that 1.5, so many things, right? So many things. Look at that overlap or alignment. That was where the London session starting, or the before the kill zone started. This is where literally the market came and then went higher, tick by tick. Okay, like literally I'm calling it a tick by tick. This is where, let me move it little lower and then I'll move it back. This is where the other projected terminus is, where I have fair value gap. Above that I have liquidity. So that's that level, this level, as my next projected terminus or next level of next point of interest. By the way, let me check one thing. Just seeing the 15 minutes, little inside it, but it's okay, it's okay. So that was the sell side of the curve, or sell side that I marked as the possible low of the day, forming around that area. Now let's see how the same consolidation range projects for my buy side. Projection. Remember what I said, that around that middle point I will take a partial. This is another level, and look at that exact overlap right at that level, or literally a little above that level, all time high. Okay, or the buy side liquidity. So if it can break this fair value, there is another projected terminus here. I don't know how it moved a little higher, but it was like this. And I didn't mark the second projection because of my buy side liquidity is already sitting there. But look what I wrote over here. Okay, at the end it's 3. Let me make it bigger so that you guys can read it. I believe the chat, see that terminus 3 over there, because the second one is overlapping with that liquidity, so I don't really need it. When market will go higher, I will keep an eye on this level, that from here, boom. Let's see what market has to offer. So it was that today's range was seeing like this way. First projection was here where market reached and then gave me the delivery. The second projection was here where it overlapped. So this is that one. Since first one is already delivered and created liquidity around that area, I didn't mark it over there. Like I didn't mark it, but I saw it with my phone. Literally I was looking at the chart with my phone when I was outside during the London session. It's that part. All this, the projection is also overlapping somewhat around this area from hourly. Okay, hourly, look at hourly, this one. So I'm not done yet until market can break this 15 minutes fair value and go above the mean threshold from 15 minutes chart, which is this candle's midpoint. This is a propulsion block, but anyway, like I'm saying or seeing it this way, because this is where I got my change in state of delivery. That change in state closed below the bullish fair value as well. So I'm just waiting to see how market is trading back into that range or retesting back into that area and then delivering. $15 minutes fair value gap, one candle closed above, very next candle is coming lower. So far no bullish fair value gap formed, so this can be a fake breakout. I need to wait until market can confirm either it's fake or it's real. Okay, and see that fall. Are you looking for a bullish setup here straight away when it has created this exact equal low? I'm not looking for it yet, but yeah, the way I said, like if it can create new bullish fair values, at least two, not one, at least two, because the whole leg created only one bearish fair value. So this fair value is already a low probability, even if you use it as an inversion. You want to see some examples? The whole move from this high until this low. Remember yesterday's stream, this fair value. What did I said? Even though there was this fair value, there was a guy, I forgot. I'm sorry, I'm very bad with remembering names. Who was saying he's looking for this buy side liquidity, and I said you're aiming for it because there is relative equal highs. But if it can take this, you can take partial if you want to, but aim for at least this or that, the new day or new week. That's exactly where market went. Then little retracement, finished around this area, and from there this was the entire Asia kill zone looking like. Okay, it was that fair value. The whole leg had only one bullish fair value gap. It's not a high probability. Similarly, when it was going through that one, after like trading here, after confirming it and then trading here and going for that level, good, yeah. High, mid, one fair value, news fair value, but whatever it is. Okay, you want to see multiple displacement. One fair value is not enough. Yes, it will sometimes deliver and you can still utilize, but you have to accept the fact that you are willing to take the loss. If it hits your stop loss, you are not panicked, you are not like making it any bigger than the obvious level. For example, let's say this fair value is in 1 minute chart, 1 2 3 here. If it can come here, be more than happy to get stopped out. Even I wouldn't even put over there because it's already, there is the inversion, there is the order block mean threshold, so I don't even need to put it there. Are you getting the point? It's that one. That 5 minutes bag is still holding, even the 1 minute bag. Anyway, I didn't like the fact that it filled it up. It didn't create it as a bag. It's literally a 5 minutes fair value gap. I was expecting it to remain as a bag. That's why I moved my stop loss there. Let me go for that dual time frame or double time frame setup so that I can. Oh, okay, actually it was on the double time frame. Just didn't realize it. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes chart has a lot to say. So it traded back into that 15 minutes candle low or the propulsion blocks low. Let's see. Unfortunate that it came back and filled it up completely, the fair value it created over there. But I'm happy to see that, and it's generating more liquidity. So if it's literally, there is a macro right now. Let's see how the macro is working. And also, I don't know. Topic. I'm loving the topic. Macro. This is the starting of the macro. Better if it can clear some liquidity or trade this, start to go lower for these liquidities straight away. What time? 9:41. This was the first fair value. After 9, was there any other fair value after 9:30? This is 9:30. So from 9:30, yeah, this is the only fair value it presented. So first presented fair value according to ICT as well. This is the last macro that I'm willing to see how market is doing. After that, I will finish the stream. Maybe I'll read some chat and let's see. That 135, 136 candle, I hate that. 135, 36. Oh, these two. I'm hating the entire thing that it's literally consolidating, making now buy side and sell side liquidities. But since the sell side is more obvious, it should go for the sell side first. This is where I'm gonna end my stream. That's why I have marked it over there like stream ending, like this one. Macro fair value traded. Anyway, I'm like seeing a big move coming anytime soon for the sell side, like anytime. It has traded that fair value. That was the entry for me, but let's see. I don't think it's a reversal, but created a halo. No, I'm not talking about reversal. One thing that I missed is after the 15 minutes change in state, like literally after this candle, this is not what it calls. I'm not seeing this as my entry. I was seeing something like this as my revisit of that candle range. It's similar to the 5 minutes. Let me show it from 5 minutes. You will get it. See that displacement, then a proper candle that revisited that change in state, a proper candle that traded the mean threshold tick by tick, and then actually sorry, that's I think it's the 15 minutes one, but 5 minutes one is like this, the mean threshold rejection. After mean threshold rejection, closing below the 5 minutes fair, what it calls order block. This candle closed below the order block level on more time, or this candle I can say, because order block is from the low to high. So after this, since it traded back into the mean threshold, it should not go back for that mean threshold one more time. Before, if I'm right about the direction, this is what the scenario should be. It can go for the order block level, it can come very close to the mean threshold level, but it should not trade that if the direction is what it's going for. If I'm right about the direction, if I'm right about the setup, it's that range. Now that is also the low of the 15 minutes change in state candle or propulsion block candle, so it's that level. Let's see. Macro started, is still nothing, is still that sideways price action, not the consolidation. I would love to see a expansion lower, leaving this buy side, so that after trading here it can go for that buy side of the delivery, especially during maybe PM session. And I didn't even see what the CPI news is, so let me check the CPI. I mean the result is no change, they didn't expect change. It's okay, like nothing, it's whatever it was, and that is what they were expecting, that is what it came. So no change at all, it's effectless, it's like neutral. The news is a neutral news for the DXY. I know there will be volatility, but it's a neutral news. In your head, in your head, in your head. Okay, let me read some comments that I missed from earlier. Market reverse from a random level. No, anything around this area, it's not a random reversal. But let's see, like this is a fair value gap that is presented in every time frame. This one, maybe this will be the first time market will not trade this, but go back, you will see, like so far it didn't trade it. That's why I'm saying it, but this will be the first time that it didn't trade. Go back and check any other day or any other fair value like that was presented in every time frame, and come back on my Discord or tell me, okay, I saw a few more but market didn't trade there, or gave the setup from that fair value. By the way, anyone watching my friend T2 as well at the same time, like Sijo or Ravi, anyone? Because I would love to see what he's thinking about this area, because I'm seeing it as the consolidation. It's generating buy side liquidities, generating sell side liquidities. So I would love to see the manipulation, like accumulation, manipulation, then the distribution. Then I will have nothing to worry about in the market. Still, I have something to worry about. For me, like it's for me, according to me. Still, I have something to worry about. But when I will get the manipulation lower, remember when it was going higher? Just let me show you. Actually, a lot of people might not be on the Discord, or maybe didn't notice it on the Discord, but let me show you because it's important. I called out the levels. It went very close to it, but it didn't trade it. I have nothing to say about that one. And since it's still close to the low of the day that I'm expecting, what is it? Congrats, brother. What happened? Oh, 0 likes. I like it. No, I think it's because when you opened the live stream, there was no like. But by now, I believe a lot of people have liked it or disliked it, whatever it is. I left the dislike button over there as well. And thanks for this one. I should do it every day, but I don't know. He wrote 5 hours ago, tonight will be a short stream. Yeah, so I wrote it already. Anyway, here Caesar was saying upside going fast now, or something like upside by side going fast now. I said that's a problem. If continues like this, was willing to see the manipulation lower for sorry, it's not for, it was, I was supposed to write before, but I tapped for or something, I don't know, like, or for buy side delivery later on a bullish market. Simple. Was willing to get the manipulation lower. Whatever the first move was, that was that manipulation leg. It went higher. I said was willing to get this. Okay, that's the problem. I said it's a problem if it continues like this. What time? 12:32, which is my Australian time, and 12:32 is exactly 2 minutes after the news. Okay, 8:32 is what 12:32 over here, because at 1:30 is where the 9:30 happens on the market, or the New York Open happens. This is that part. So 8:31, sorry, 8:30, 8:31, 8:32. This is that 8:32. Okay, when market was around this, so I don't know exactly where because I wasn't looking at the chart, but when market was around this area, this is where I said it's a problem, because I was expecting the manipulation. Okay, the word here is manipulation. I said I was expecting the manipulation lower. When it was going higher, I said I was expecting the manipulation. It's that part. Anyway, I don't know, like literally here, and then that delivery. So that's why after the first presented fair value gap failing, although I should have got the idea from this huge fair value gaps midpoint, failed here, failed here, failed so many times. So that is already a indication, but until it's broken, I cannot do anything. Anyway, 9:30 until there is a fair value gap. The fair value was bullish. Market is bullish. My direction is bullish. But when that one failed, I took the buy long first. Remember, I took the buy long first, not a sell short, or I didn't say I'm looking for a sell short. But when it broke below that, I know I have exact equal loss sitting here. I know I have relative equal loss sitting here. That, okay, that is why I framed that setup. And how far? That sell side came very close to it, didn't take it. Let's see if it can take it before it can go higher or not. And everything you're seeing here, this is again, okay, macro. For how long market is at the same level? It's not a good signature. It's not a good signature on the market. A low taken, a high taken, came lower, created a relative equal low, went higher, took that low, went higher, created a high, created a low, a lower low. I'm seeing another lower high as lower high and another lower low. I would love to see it's taking a low, then going above some of those highs again. If this is that happening after this leg. Why? Look at those candles. Let's see how the 15 minutes candles are looking. Like this, okay, long wicks on both sides, a smaller body. So this is literally that SD, the seek and destroy, happened later. When this was happening, I said I would love to see how the 15 minutes candle is closing. If it's a long wick on both sides but a small body, I will avoid the session because it can be the seek and destroy. But what it did is, within last couple of minutes, long wick on the lower side, but the body was pretty good. Like literally, this is 25.50 handle. This is even lower than the body. Okay, the longest part of the wick is even lower than the body. So body was way bigger, or at least bigger. Okay, expansion. But here, 6 handle, 15 handle worth of upper wick, 15 handle worth of lower wick. After that, this is what it looks like. So avoid it. And the macro. Not taking any buy side, not taking any sell side inside the macro. That's the biggest problem for me right now. Sorry, that should be 15 minutes FVG until another candle can close. Anyway, doesn't matter. You are looking at expansion, a consolidation. Simple. Expect that consolidation. Let me remove it, since I have the 5 minutes fair value, bigger fair value. That market is still respecting from the 5 minutes. Macro has to take some liquidity, it didn't take it. So expect this until the next one. 1150 to 1210. By this time, or how long it has left? 6 minutes. Okay, within next 6 minutes, if it cannot displace lower below all these lows, then expect this scenario until the next macro. And this is where I'm ending the stream, so I'll put it in a different color so that it doesn't conflict with the next macro level or line. Six minutes left for the macro to end. So either it has to break this sheet range within that 6 minutes, or it will break it within this. So wait until that happens. Just by seeing one candle, I'm not yet convinced, okay? Because what it can do, it can take this low, create relative equal lows, and then again go higher, because that's what it is doing over here and here. So I need to see all this is taken. all this, not just 1, 2, 3, all of them. Identify it earlier, guys. Identify it earlier. Why I didn't again, like after seeing that market is still respecting that last fair value gap, or it traded back into my 15 minutes change in state level, or even the 5 minutes order block low, then created fair value gaps. I didn't frame anything, or I didn't look for anything. This respect on 5 minutes is looking like this. I didn't frame anything. Upper rejection, middle point, I can say this, or even this middle rejection. I didn't look for anything. Look, it took this on, it's finding to take this on, and again it's going for a higher run, or even giving you a green candle. It doesn't have that time for a green candle, because the macro is ending in less than 4 minutes. Like after this candle there will be only 3 more candle, so it doesn't have the time to do this. So what it did, just look, like, didn't I say I'm not convinced with just this liquidity or one candle? Why? Exactly what I said. It will create a relative equal low with that one. After taking this one, it will create. Now you know what it gonna do? It gonna go higher, take either this size or maybe this high. It will take one of those highs, like either this or this, because it doesn't have the time to do that shit. Or even if it takes this on and fails to take this on, you will see this scenario, this, okay, like literally it will create relative equal highs around the area, or relative equal lows around the area. It doesn't have the time to do this. Macro started here, went higher. It should not first of all do that, because it traded this fair value, it should go lower. Now if it went higher, for the buy side, it should have cleared those buy side. Even it didn't clear that buy side. So now it's time for market to go higher and clear that buy side. Fair value gap formed here. You will see something like this. Where was that one? Something like this. Respected a little rejection, then boom, went through that. The similar thing you will see here as well. It doesn't have that time, man. It doesn't have that time. Okay, that fair value gap is traded already. It didn't even rejected from the fair value. Let's wait. But anyway, I know what I'm talking about. So see, like, seek and destroy. Identify it earlier. You will be happy to see that, or you will be happy to avoid the session. Your session should be done. Like again, remember guys, this is where I frame my setup. 88.5 handles from the entry I got, from the setup level, which is that fair value, it's more than 90 handle. By now I would have taken at least 3 partials. Okay, I don't want to be the guy who gives signal. I'm trying to teach you guys. I'm trying to make you guys independent. I'm trying to make you guys self-dependent. So this 90 handle worth of move, or the profit I saw, finally where the reasonable level should be, I left it there, like the stop loss. Because I know after taking the partial where my stop loss could have been. Okay, it's that part. There is literally no trade. It's, I told you already what gonna happen before it was happening. Always, okay, first priority, time, then this. Time is what will tell you what market is going to do next. See this area? What is this? The whole area. It's the macro time, which is for liquidity grab only, not the liquidity is generating inside. The liquidity it has left outside the macro. It's that one. Again, the same area is shared with what? This macro. This low and that high, or even this high, was inside of another macro. Around the midpoint of that area is where market has, okay, this is where it is doing everything that you are seeing, right? Let me remove that order block level so that I can make it even clearer, and you will find it even better when I'll put the grid. 25% or 75%, between that specific. Kept the upper 25% unfilled, or like unfilled means like it left it there. The range it has captured is that macros high and low, the lower 25%, the upper 25%. It's trading within that 50% of the entire range. It's not something you need to know or something. Just remember that when there is a macro, it doesn't have time to do this. Macro is for taking liquidities. Macro is not for anything else. It's for only taking liquidities. If it makes any sense. Master area, bro, tell me. Hey, Asif brother, accumulation area. No, yeah, like this is more of a SD, seek and destroy profile. I'm not framing any setup or anything. I'm just showing this entire range that market is accumulating. I would love to see the manipulation happening lower first, because from yesterday's low and so far today's low, it has created that relative equal lows over there. So I would love to see a manipulation lower. Now let's see how market is willing to do that, if it's willing to do that at all or not. Because why I'm saying this is because when these equal lows will be taken, this low and the low it created today during the 950 to 10 macro move, the low it created, it's relative equal lows. Any buy long setup I will frame, I will have to worry about those low. And now I have more on the sell side and buy side as well. So far it has clear. I told you guys, okay, like after it will take this on, create relative equal lows with one of this or this low. It will take this, create relative equal with one of those. It's that part, okay? So let it break the consolidation. Just look at the 5 minutes chart. I know how it looks from the 15 minutes so far, but this. And about not taking it, as I said, I will say later, let it just finish the job first. It's because I don't want you guys to copy it. I want you guys to know it, learn it and do it by yourself, so that I don't have to stay awake for rest of my life every day until 6-7 a.m. to give you guys a signal. And the day I will die, your profitability will be gone. It's funny as the difference between trading and real trading, or using real money, is literally sky and I don't know, like the ground or whatever, underground. If you can make money, try to even like, for example, you are a funded trader with Top Step or any other prop firm. Your first priority should be having your own account. Like own means a live funded live account that you will fund. How you will utilize that fund is every time, for example, keep it this way, okay? Since there is nothing to talk, we already know what gonna happen and how it gonna happen. I have explained it. Let me remove this one. And I will move it to just 12, okay? Around 12. Although I don't have the intention, but I would have finished long ago when I saw that profile happening. What you will do is, you have a funded account. Whatever withdrawal you are giving, maybe let's say it's a $1,000 withdrawal. Keep $900 for yourself. Open a account with any broker that is permissible or allowed in your area or country. Deposit $100 at least. The very next withdrawal you put, deposit another 100. This way, like every time you withdraw money, you continue depositing. You can trade that account if it fulfills the minimum starting balance requirement or the balance you need to start your trading. If it fulfills that one, you can start trading, but this is your real money, right? So do not go for NQ or ES, go for micro, because you don't have the amount to set a stop loss for a full size contract, and trade maybe 1 or 2 MNQ micro. Make $10-20 a day, be happy with that. Why I'm saying this, let's say this, you have now $500 sort of a account, and if you can deposit more than 100, that's even better, because it's quickly growing or building the balance that you need to continue with that thing. So let's say you have $500 sort of live account, or that your own account, okay, with a verified trusted broker. If you even make $20 a day, that's literally how much? Like you calculate the percentage. I'm bad with that. Let's make it $50 a day, so that it can be easier for all of us to say. This is literally 1% a day, okay? If you make $50 out of that 500, this is 1%. Is it 1%? No, it's actually 10%. So 25 it is. Just $25 a day, okay? That will be 5%. Sorry, $25 a day, so that will be 5% a day you are making on that account. It might not look a huge amount, but hear me, okay? A small profits, keep accumulating small profits, but don't forget about your funded accounts where you have invested a small amount and you have already got the amount back with a huge amount of profit or return. So that investment is paid off for you. So every time you are withdrawing money, you are adding to that fund, and by the meantime that $10-20 whatever you are making every day, just to see. Remember, okay, like I shared a post a long ago, and I think Ravi or someone was replying that the guy who shared that post on Twitter or X, that guy is actually selling the course at the end. That was not my intention. I saw that, right? Remember, whatever I share or I show you guys, I go through that first. If I see anything valuable, I will share that with all of you. So the story I shared, and at the end the guy was selling his course. I saw that story and that course as well, but still I shared it because the guy who he was talking about, he started a $400 account, okay, $400 account, only $400 live funded account on a trading floor, because back in those days you have to be present in the floor. $400. First year he made this 400 to maybe 3k, I forgot exactly what, but he took it to 3k, 400 to 3k. On the third year, this 3k account, like 2 years later, the 3k account turned into a 100k or 50k, something like that. Maybe 50k was what I was seeing over there, but let's say 100k. By 6th year, he turned that $400 into a, like, without reinvesting, okay, I'm talking about you can still add fuel to your balance, but without reinvesting. In 6th year he made that into $360 million. One of the living legend, one of the greatest ever. So the point of sharing that was just to give you guys the motivation or the way, like, you don't need a huge balance to trade. It's all about the consistency. It's all about how happy you are with profits. Okay, with a small, big amount doesn't matter, man. I have shown from a 50k account, in 4 weeks I have withdrawn more than $15,000 in 4 weeks. So think that way, like how much is the balance, like in percentage wise, in a single month from a 50k account with only $2,000 worth of max loss limit. Remember when I started the account on a 50k, it was $2,000. In 4 weeks I have withdrawn more than $15,000 from that account. Does it make sense? So all you have to do is literally, I don't know, like all you have to do is literally know, observe. That's that part. You don't really need to uh, have a lot of fund or money to make money. All you have to do is give the time it requires. Don't look for a home run. Okay, what is the output of that home run? I was saying I will not close because of a reason. That is the reason. I don't want anyone to be profitable following my trade. I want everyone to be profitable using the information, the idea by themselves. From now on you will see so many things like this, because I don't need thousands of people texting me or writing in the chat, and then the other day leaving the Discord, leaving the YouTube live stream, this sort of thing. Okay, because maybe I hit on a stop loss, they are starting negative comments, this sort of thing. I don't need those people here. This channel, from day one I have said, it's not for making money. I don't upload, I don't even want to come to the live stream. Okay, I really don't want to come to live stream every day. I would rather use that time for myself, but I'm still doing it because I still have some dedicated people with me. 5 minutes change in state, I have shared it how I mark it. I need fair value gaps to confirm that. When change in state was happening, I have fair value gap presented over there. That is the fair value overlapping with the change in state. That is where I took the entry. Where was the stop loss? Just above this candle, because it was only one fair value, even from that high to this low. Only one fair value. So the third candle's high is where I put my stop loss, which is covering the mean threshold of the 5 minutes change in state and that first presented fair value. According to anyone, my friend T2, I think according to him this is his fair value. According to ICT, this is the fair value, because from 9:30 till now this is the only fair value. There is no other fair value before this fair value. So it is the first presented fair value according to anyone. I have covered with my stop. I said logical level. Remember when it was coming here, I was saying still this fair value can reject the market. I didn't move my stop loss a tick because I wanted to see this fair value is remaining unfilled like what it did here. Here. Okay, but when it came back, I said it's time for the market to stop me out. Did I move it higher or did I close my trade? No, I will not do that for at least next 1 month or so. What I have to do, I will do it on the other screen. Remember, I always keep another chart where I trade my funded account. So I will do it on the other screen. You guys will never know what I'm doing over there. Because I need people to learn, not to copy, not to press button because I press button. I can be wrong. I can miss something that you are not missing, or you have seen something that I didn't see or saw. Because of that I took a wrong entry, and it's in your eyes, it can be wrong. I don't have that confidence in a lot of people that I see around or I talk with. So if I had the confidence to trust those people, I could have improved a lot with their help as well, with your help as well. So very very specific reason I'm still streaming, and very specific reason that after getting a 90 handle worth of move, I didn't take a single partial below the equal low, below 2 days low, which I said. And you guys know I always focus on the time based liquidity. Asia low, London low, 6 to 7:30, between these window there will be a liquidity as well, because that liquidity is also the London lunch hour. Okay, it's the lunch hour low. I have said about or talked about that, but I didn't say why you are looking for a high and low to form between 6 to 7:30. So let's see what it did. I was not here, but any other information regarding this specific area, I don't give a damn about that. 6 to 7:30 is the London lunch hour, and it will create a low and a high. low, high. If you had a bearish PDRA or bearish liquidity graph market structure shift from any of these time frames, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, bearish change on state of delivery within that window, whatever it is, would you be able to capture the sell side? You had a liquidity here, you had an unfilled fair value gap here. What is that fair value again? From the low to that high, this is the first one and this is the other one. This one you are expecting that market will leave it as a breakaway gap, and this is the one it can fill up completely. No weak candle. Remember when market was again coming for that area, it took the liquidity, failed to close below those levels, or it didn't show the willingness to close below and continue lower. But I showed it, right? Bag is a bag. I don't care how small, how big it is. It's the same scenario that what I expected, that was my stop loss level. Remember, this level is exactly the midpoint of this fair value gap. The one from 1 minute it left as a bag. Look at that. It's the exact level. I could cover this, I could cover the breakaway gap candles high, but I want to see it a breakaway gap. I don't want it to be filled. If I wanted to be like, if I wanted to see that, okay, market can fill it up, so I'm using it as my breakaway gap, I'm putting it above this candle, I would still get this opportunity. Okay, still get this opportunity. I got some opportunity here, I didn't close it. Why? Because I don't want to close on this fair value. Okay, now finally it's breaking that consolidation range. How confident are you about taking a buy long from any of these? So the accumulation, you are bullish, I'm bullish, whatever it is. Where is the manipulation happening? Even if it goes higher, I'm not happy. Okay, now what I have from yesterday's low, there is a equal low, or even from 15 minutes, 5 minutes chart, even hourly, 4 hours, now I have equal lows as my sell side liquidity. I know it is already trading into a fair value gap, hourly fair value, 4 hours fair value overlapping, but it had to reach for that fair value. Okay, even if it goes higher, take this liquidity from this fair value. If it gives me the sell side delivery, I will literally again be bearish only because of that liquidity. I don't care how market is going higher. Okay, the only thing is it didn't, same thing. Okay, same thing, it went higher, manipulation happened fast towards the buy side. Why? This range. Okay, just look at this area from 15 minutes or even hourly chart. This is how the hourly chart looks like. Okay, how are you looking at this entire range? I'm seeing it this way. Even you don't have to mark that one, just mark this one. Okay, just look at this, it's very good. Yeah, amazing, right? I don't care about the buy side delivery now, because the way it left it. Anytime, maybe already like after 11:30 there should not be a better move, but since the last two macros, or the time when market was supposed to give you the expansion for a liquidity grab, it was consolidating. Lunch hour will be mostly a expansion leg where you will not, if you are a ICT trader, literally from 11:30 until 1:30, these 2 hours you should not be looking for a trade. And this is another window where you are looking for that what it calls high and low. Maybe 12 to 1:30 you are looking for that high and low to form. It's that part. And usually what market does is between that time frame or that window, when it clears on side, it will give you the other side. Look, it came until this far, cleared the visible highs over there, it again came lower for that level or the same higher time frame point of interest from where it was going higher. Okay, that way. Or what you can expect is 9:30 opening, if market has cleared those high, you can look for sell short. But yeah, news, avoid the news, because this candle will not appear every day on your chart. This one, okay, it's like 59 handle worth of body in a 1 minute candle. You will not get this candle every day. So you can look for sell short when these highs are taken into a higher time frame point of interest. Now we don't have any higher time frame here, so like sell side delivery, to frame a sell side delivery, so you had to wait for this one, or even better, it can take the buy side then give you that. For example, if it took the buy side and gave me that one, I would look for entries from any of these areas, like literally from here. Okay, the very first one, there is a volume imbalance as well overlapping, or you can mark it this way. After this change in state from this candle, the very next candle traded, or wait for this fair value gap to be broken, especially when market rejecting from midpoint and closing below the new week opening gap. Closed below by a tick. Okay, it's very like you have to zoom in, but or maybe still it didn't close below, so no entry for with that one. Let me check. How about the highest up close candle change in state from a 15 seconds chart? You saw me doing that. Okay, so don't worry that I'm going for a 15 second. You saw me how many times I have done that. Oh, come on. All I need to see is a fair value gap within that range. Just think that that high took the buy side liquidity, and I called it a manipulation at 8:32. Okay, so when the 8:32 happened, I called it a manipulation. No fair value gap, mostly the volume imbalances, no fair value gap when market was closing below that level, so not a high probability one. I would have avoided it anyway, but seeing that. By the way, how many of you guys smoke cigarettes? Judas swim, yeah, 9:30. No, Judas swim usually happens at around 9 o'clock. It's not 9 o'clock. Between 9 to 9:30 you will find your Judas swim, because it will give you the fake on. About 8:30 it's mostly the news. Okay, so if you are bearish, you would love to see that market is going for sorry, if you are bullish, you are willing to see the first move is happening bearish. Let's see. No fair value yet. It has reached until that far. Very good, no problem with that. But if it can create this fair value and go above this order block high or propulsion block, again I'm calling it order block because it's easier to remember that way. You don't really need to see that happening. Propulsion block is like this. Okay, after this candle happened and market gave you the change in state, it will create fair value gaps. It's that one. Okay, because it will have the force to send price lower. It's that one. It's that fair value. Broke once, came back inside. Already I'm seeing it that way. The very next candle again broke above. This is where fake happened twice. I don't like that part. That trade, that high. But again, sell side. I'm not looking forward to any buy side delivery until it can create two 15 minutes bullish fair value gap. doesn't matter. I have all time high, I have the entire market left in front of me. If I miss one trade today, it doesn't matter, I can come back again tomorrow. And don't forget about that 90 handle worth of move. Okay, funny. It's still that 1 minute is holding even from 5 minutes. Okay, the last fair value, doesn't matter. Okay, by the way, look at the price action. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, there are some fair value gaps over here and there. Okay, no fair value until this on traded that. So for that is a smaller fair value, again failing to create new fair value gaps. Some fair values here and there. Okay, 5 minutes. 15 minutes candle still didn't close, so you cannot call any fair value yet until that 8 minute is done. It's that level. So it's a very energetic move so far. So yeah, if you have found your buy side delivery, then amazing, congratulations. And if you are taking the buy long based on the 1 minute structure only, okay, without using your higher time frame, then tell me why you are not afraid of these relative equal lows, why you are not afraid of this equal low. Okay, because you are looking into a setup based on your 1 minute chart, because your higher time frame don't have anything. So why you are not afraid of this, and how we can call it a trade that you usually take or you should take. Anyway, guys, I literally have nothing to talk about here, so I'll finish today and let's see what happens. Sorry, I'm very poor. What happened? Smoking is injurious to health. Read on packet. I mean, the people who advocates it, they are also smokers. That's the best part of the scenario. But the reason I asked it is because whatever is injurious to health, that is what is in what it calls like that is what you in our religion we cannot smoke either. Like we cannot smoke, we cannot harm ourselves willingly. For example, cut your hand or like all those madness. Okay, like people who are addicted to something, you cannot have those sort of addiction. Whatever is injurious to you or your health, that is already prohibited. You cannot finish yourself. I'm not using the word, but I hope you got the idea. Why? I told you guys, listen. When market was around this area, I told you to look for that candle. The moment I will see it's breaking my... Okay, I told you. No fair value means no indication of going higher. Anyway, again, no buy long is valid. If you have found your profit, it's pure luck that delivered your profit. Or you are too good for this market or this channel that you have already calculated the manipulation higher. Now you are looking for the distribution lower. I'm bullish on the market. I need the manipulation lower. This is not the condition. I will risk my money. No matter how big the move is, maybe this move created the all-time high. I don't give a F to the market. because if it does that, I will have higher time frame point of interest to mark that, to take that. It's that one. I'm glad that market actually started moving, because this is why I'm saying it. This is why I'm saying it. When the accumulation happened during this entire 1.5 hour or nearly 2 hours, if you are bullish, your only focus should be how market is coming for the next level of liquidity and into the higher time frame point of interest. No bullish run fast should be your concern. If you miss it, close the bloody computer, go to bed, or whatever, do whatever, what regard, like depending on what time you are looking at it, do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you want to do. But if this is the scenario, when you have these equal lows and relative equal lows sitting here, what did I said? Manipulation. When it was going higher, what did I said? Again, I didn't like it because the manipulation is happening higher. I mean, this is what I want you guys to do. Okay, this is what I want. Not this is what I want you guys to do, like you guys to learn or focus. Okay. No fair value gap yet. Again, guys. Okay. 15 minutes. Very bullish, man. It's couple of green candles, then a black candle, then like 2 green candle. It's super bullish. 1 black candle, it's now bearish. 2 green candle, super bullish. This is the information, and this is the information. Look at that. No fair value gap the whole bloody time. Not a single fair value. Where is it going for? Going now? And look at that. Within 2 down close candle after that manipulation, already you are seeing a possible fair value gap there. And the way it's expanding, it have the time, like it still have 2 minutes left to create another bearish fair value gap. See that highest up close candle? Since there is a doji candle, I don't use the doji candle, although ICT hates the word doji because it's also a candle, but I don't like this type of candle to mark, where I cannot see the color without zooming in like this way. Like literally this is now turning into a green candle. I don't like it. The way I like it is, even this one I can mark it as a candle, but that I don't mark it as a candle. This is a no wick candle, first traded below that, failed to close below, but this is now the change in state is happening. But where is the market going? What do you think? Listen, if you are bullish, PM session, just wait until market can trade here below that sell side liquidity. And how the hell my projected terminus is removed from my chart? It is here. Why it's not showing on my 1 minute chart? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. That's a 15 seconds chart that you are looking at. So here. Oh, damn it. I was looking at a 15 seconds chart. That's why. Anyway, sell side. Not just these. Okay, not just these. This is the move right before that lunch hour, finishing here. Since it is happening right before the lunch hour, expect the lunch hour to be a like consolidation, maybe mostly a sideways price action. If it's expansion towards the upside, mark the bullish fair value first and second, or the premium and discount of that range, whatever, after taking this low. If it can expand, let's say it expanded until that, for during lunch hour, do not trade during lunch hour. From the low to whatever high it creates, like whatever low before lunch hour or during lunch hour, and whatever high before 1:30 or even after 1:30. Okay, mark the premium discount PDRS. So in this case, if you are bullish, you are looking for the discount PDRS, mark those from 15 minutes chart and look for the setup in 1 minute after that. Okay, during the PM session. AMD is a thing, my friend. AMD is a thing. Just checking how far it's going for. One fair value, two fair value. Should it go there? Better if it doesn't. Let it be that way. It can, but better if it doesn't. Because from this high to this low, this fair value and that fair value are the important ones. And inside, I think the PDRA. And the midpoint of that candle also, because bearish fair value from 5 minutes. Okay, here. It should not break this one. If it's again going lower, it should not break that fair value. Because again, it's rejecting from the 15 minutes mean threshold. So it should not go above that high. If it's continuing lower, at the same time, it should not break this fair value gap. By the way, how is this fair value range looking on the 15 minutes? Like this. Let's see until this candle closes, because that candle didn't close above that level, so I'm willing to see how this candle closes. If it goes for that empty level one more time, then this is the moment you are waiting to see a bullish fair value is forming up from the 15 minutes chart for all time high, because that level is already traded and market came close below that 15 here it traded that mean threshold, it came and closed below the order block one more time, so it should not revisit the mean threshold before taking the liquidity retracement. More than happy to see that, but the way it's giving you the retracement, that's a very bad thing. It has violated the two of the this one. Okay, so it has broken on of that premium array, and this is now the other premium array it is trading inside or whatever it is. But here I don't really want to see it trading that level one more time, because if that happens, now you are looking forward to that leg where it will leave all this liquidity and it will literally create a new all-time high, or at least reach for that fair value, then come for that level one more time. Order block, all right. Mean threshold should not be revisited by a tick. Let me mark one more time, or let me check one more time. Yeah, so that's the level. That's the last level of defense. So when 3 level of defenses will be broken, the next level is what? It's that part. Macro started here. Or is it still doing the same shit from a 15 minutes chart? Like if it closes around this area with the body, okay, done. Like I'm literally done with looking for the sell side delivery. because it has violated all the levels that it had to respect. If it goes lower, literally I'm willing to let it go lower and look for buy setups from this one. If it continues to go higher, this is the time where I'm looking forward to that 15 minutes bullish fair value to form. Fair value gap is the indication. So for nothing, wait to see if the body comes back again around this area or even below that candle's high, because you want to see it's breaking that range. Equal bodies here, this whole area you want to see it's breaking that. 8 minutes 42 seconds left. It has enough time to do that. Okay, like it has enough time to go higher or even come back and close inside the range. It has that time, but as I said, the level of defense is broken. I'm now looking forward to see how market is going there. It should not revisit that mean threshold twice. There was a setup on 15 seconds, but 1 minute I didn't see. But anyway, I'm not willing to take any entry or anything. So literally this part liquidity market structure from that 9:30, from the 15 minutes mean threshold, that part. Fair value gap over there. This retest could have been an entry, or since if you wait for the market structure shift, you have another fair value here and here. So whatever. OTZ, OTE, if you use it at all. If you don't use it, then don't use it. Use the way you trade. It's more important that you become profitable. Enjoy your life. Exactly. Read my comment about Creektown. I'm sorry. Let me see. Creektown. I thought you were smoking something because of the way you were breathing, and it's not cigarette. No, I'm tired. I was literally feeling very sleepy. That's why it was not smoking or anything. It was the, I don't know, yarn. It was the yarn that I was having because of my tired body. And Creektown, I think that was the one. Or Alex, 4 weeks. Yeah. 4 weeks. Thank you for explanation, brother. You would consider doing a backtest session with FX replay? Would you consider doing a backtest session with FX replay? I have the result with me. I mean, I have it, but when you are learning, yes, it's a better way if you can do it for yourself, like for you. Not, I don't need it. Okay, I took the buy long, didn't work, broke through that fair value, gave me the change in state, took the sell short, done with this. I don't even need to look for that buy side anymore. I'm done with the profit. I'm done with the day or trading as well. So I don't need to look for the buy side delivery, even if I'm bullish, even if it's going higher. The more entries you are taking, it's the risk, or it's the exposure you are giving yourself to the market. Like, I don't know if it got any sense or made any sense or not. What I said is, when you get your profit, if you become greedy, that is when what gonna happen is, let's say you make $1,000 profit, you took another entry, you saw an opportunity, took another entry, got stopped out. What you will do, you will try to get back the money or the profit you made. This is where the revenge trade starts. Next trade, another loss. Now you have even less profit, or you are now in drawdown instead of finishing the day as a profitable day. If you have to do it, if you have to trade it, first become funded in multiple accounts, with multiple accounts. So be profitable in one, lock that or stop that account, try the account that you didn't trade for your next setup. So what gonna happen is, if you if you get profit, you are still making the money you are trying to make on the same account you made profit already. So if you are trying to get more profit, why I always trade with one follower? Why I don't make or copy it to all other accounts? Because I have my plan with me. One follower, I use the same way during London. When that one is done, I lock those accounts. Stop Step has that ability, so I lock those accounts. Then I create another group with another 2 accounts. My bigger one I will not share anymore. I said it, and I have different plans with my bigger ones. I'm funding my personal account as well. I have made shit ton of money over there as well. I have shared it with only T2. No one else knows about that account. The TradeOvet account that I have created for my live funding account. So a lot of time I'm multitasking. Okay, I'm a very good multitasker. This is the midpoint of that fair value. I'm not looking into that thing, but remember, lunch hour is starting. Okay, within 3 minutes before a hour and 3 minutes into a hour, there will be some volatility. It's that volatility. Let me remove this one. That low didn't trade any of these fair value gaps. So this is the inducement, and if this is the inducement, like even it didn't trade that fair value that low. Okay, so if this is the inducement, you will see a very volatile move towards that upper direction. It has generated liquidities around this area. It has left this fair value, mark those. Okay, if it can go for the buy side, let it go, because I don't know, like if it overlaps or aligns with your strategy, you can go for it, but for me it's not aligning. The same reason I didn't take the buy, or I called this leg as the manipulation just at 8:32. Okay, here I already called it a manipulation. So when it was falling, I should have even looked for sell short from a bigger area, from a upper portion, maybe a change in state from this area, maybe in 5 minutes chart a change in state from this area, whatever that area is here. Okay, when this type of scenario will occur, okay, like one single candle below that as well, look for the change in state until that far. Opening price, as many as the opening price violated, look for it, the answer around that area. So maybe this can be the reason market didn't trade back into it, and I had already multiple fair value gaps within that range. So I know that change in state can be a valid change in state. Anyway, I didn't frame it from there, so I should not be talking about it, because 9:30. Okay, simple, very simple. This is already nearly that 9 a.m. or like 8:51, so very close to that 9 a.m. I don't have enough room for the 9:30, so it could easily trade that midpoint of this huge fair value gap and then again go higher to take that buy side. It has generated relative equal highs over here. It's important to let the market first play out. When it played out, what happened? Like market going lower, going higher, going literally whatever it was doing around this area. 9:30, it was a bullish fair value, so I took that entry. But when I was taking that buy long that I got stopped out, what did I said about the entry? Just check before I pressed my button, what did I said about my entry? That this is where I'm not enough confident, because no weak candle. When I was looking for to take the entry, I was looking like this way. If I put it here, it's a 12 handle, like literally I was looking like this way, where should my stop loss will be, and I always look into the value here and I deduct the stop loss value. Like that's why you don't see this positioning tool before I enter, you will see this positioning tool after I enter. Okay, to just mark my 1 to 2. I can do it with calculation as well, but that is where I don't really like. If I'm not wrong, I have the template save as well, like sell side 1 to 2. See, it set it automatically 1 to 2. So I have the template save as well. It will just mark my 1 to 2. So like BS buy side, I don't know how it changed to 1.6. I think I have done something and saved it later on, but that way. So maybe 1530. So 30 should be 4, right? That's the 1 to 2. So buy long and sell short. The template. Okay, I have saved the template as well for this. Just put it as 15 because like I put it as 15 because mostly the stop loss size during London session is less than that, not more than that. So based on that, I selected it. So let's say I have a entry from here. Okay, let's say like this way. In London session, even this fair value will be less than 15 handle, and your profit will be sometimes 10 handle, even less than that. So it will be something like this. Straight away I can see where my stop loss and how much I'm risking. That way I select the lot size if I want to take more than 1 lot, 2 lot, or whatever it is I'm taking over there. It's that part. Looks good. Let's see how far it can continue. 5 minutes small breakaway gap over there. 5 minutes fair value gap it traded with this high. I saw that, but 9:30. Okay, cannot frame anything or do anything. It's that one. Anyway guys, I'll finish. Actually I don't really know what to talk about in this market, but I will keep an eye on that level. Even if it goes to the all-time high, still I will keep an eye on that level, and this sell side and this projection will sit over there. Okay, like it will remain over there, because next time when it will come, I will have this level in my mind. It's projected terminus, it's the 25% also, like approximately around that area. It overlaps with that approximate. So good thing it came this close to my projected terminus. I'm happy to see that. I know that is already a win-win situation. It came this close to that projected terminus. Again, from the 15 minutes chart, the week on the 15 minutes chart was important because same reason. Okay, I have said it, I will never change it. The week that has taken liquidity and traded into fair value, that is the most important week, or that is the week you want to see the midpoint is getting respected or not. It's that week. Cleared that high, this high, relative equal highs, traded into what? Until this high was taken. How come this fair value went all the way back there? Here, okay. Until that high was taken, this all the unfilled portion of the fair value. There is the new week opening gap high as well, but I'm just giving you the fair value gap information, like liquidity at that level inside of the huge fair value. This was the unfilled portion of it. This is the week that traded that portion, cleared those liquidities. Midpoint, tick by tick rejection. From there, the move you saw until this level. I had two projected terminus, but I also know that this can be a probability. That's why the level was there even before I started. Like this. But remember, this time if it goes higher, this C will not hold because it has done the job. And it has now more liquidity. This liquidity is now a strong level of what it calls a strong draw on liquidity. Similarly, this is now a strong draw on liquidity for later use. I don't know if it will happen today or if it will happen tomorrow. Again, keep an eye on that 21281.25 area. Okay, and add 5 to 20 pip range over there with that. That will be the high of the day, or below that 5 to 20 pip range. Especially this one, I'm expecting maximum 10 pip range. That is overlapping with the midpoint of that one. So if it again falls for any reason, it can, until a fair value gap is presented, I'm not willing to go with any sort of entry over there, because from 15 minutes no fair value yet, and this is how it looks. So yeah, until a fair value gap is presented, I'm not willing to mark anything or look for any buy long. It's okay if it can go there, it will still have a bigger range to target. It's not a smaller range. For example, let's say like a fair value gap happened around this area, from here until here it's still 50 handle. A fair value gap happened here, it's still, this is just the buy side. Okay, I'm expecting there, or at least the mid of that unfilled portion. So until this is still 43, just here 30 handle, $600 with one single lot, I'm more than happy to go with that, because whatever I will be securing from this market, framing the perfect setup or proper setup. Perfect, there is nothing called perfect. Proper, yes, there is a proper word that you can use in trading world. Even if it worked perfectly, it's just a coincidence, it's not perfection. There is nothing called perfection in trading. For example, then this is not the perfection. I'm bullish, but I would love to see again the manipulation happened lower of this. So far, look, this is the only fair value it created on the 5-minute chart. Okay, and nothing here. So when it was retracing back into the fair value, what if it failed to hold the price? So be careful. And by the way, this week can be an important week as well, until it can take that liquidity, because it has cleared today's low and traded into that hourly and 15 minutes hourly and 4 hours fair value overlapping area. So there is all daily, I know for a fact, like there is a daily fair value gap, but what is more important is the fair value area that is available in all time frame. Daily has the fair value, 4 hours, 1 hour, 15 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minute, every time frame has a fair value gap overlapping the same area. It's that one. By the way, let me check how the 1 minute is looking before I go. Okay, I have a smaller fair value here and here. Midpoint. Even if you mark from this one, but let the 5 minutes candle close, which has still 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. So the next candle, yo, it's already 12:10. How come it moved until that I was willing to wait until that 12:10 candle? It's that last candle of the lunch macro. This was the macro, traded into fair value, straight towards the liquidity. It has traded until that far. Please clear this one, because that's the visible high you have over here from even 5 minutes as well. Could have been great. There is a week over there, I know, but could have been great. Lunch hour is started over there. How come the high? Oh, okay, I got it. This high. That candle is also included within the trends. How? Oh no, this high. Don't take it, okay? I'm just taking it because I'm willing to see this order block. 5 minutes fair value gap traded. That's all. And the stop loss will be maybe below this candle, just covering the mean threshold. Not necessarily there actually. It has to be below that candle, the breakaway gap candle. Okay, done. Not willing to wait until market can come back around that. And if it creates this fair value, this can be the breakaway gap. Again, the same scenario from this one. But that is going to happen without trading the fair value. So no, it can be fully filled. Sorry about the confusion. This is the buy side so far. And since there is nothing around that area, the new day opening gap low and that fair value gap within that. Low means this fair value from 1 minute. That was the 5 minutes change in state. Okay, so this move first, second. T2, how was the day, mama? I had a 90 handle worth of entry from the 5 minutes change in state. But the funny thing is, I didn't close a single partial in the entry. Okay, I let it come back all the way. Not because I was aiming for bigger levels, I was saying where the partial should be, but I didn't close it because I was trying to make sure that no one is copying that trade. From this is 5 minutes, yeah, so from this 5 minutes change in state, literally this was where I took the entry, which is using this fair value, although I believe market can go back for that level. So a stop loss was at this candle's high and I put everything over here until that part. Okay, this way 90 handle, it delivered. I put it around this, and later I, just because I don't want to take a loss and I don't want to see market is filling up this fair value completely from 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes, I put it right at that level, which is also the midpoint of this 1 minute fair value. So got maybe $500-600 profit, and it was 2 NQ, so 180 handle worth of profit I saw in total. I had not this level but this level, because this is the this is today's low, or low of the London session. So I was happy to take a partial below that, but yeah, ego satisfied, and the purpose of that not closing it satisfied. Now looking forward to that delivery. However, I'm not liking this. Even from 15 minutes chart, so far market has reached until that high, and there is not a single bullish fair value. Yes, I know about this one got broken, but it's still, since it has generated more liquidities, I'm willing to see at least a bullish fair value before that change in state after trading that fair value, retest into that area from 1 minute or 5 minute. I saw the fair value gap, I saw the retest of, or what it calls, I saw the trade of that fair value gap. Not happy yet. Fair value present, I'm happy to take the next buy longs. By the way, high of the day, okay, I'm calling it here, and maybe 5 to 20 handle above that level. Like that's the peep range or range of the dealing range, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, market maker, buy model, it's that part. So 5 to 20 handle above. Since 20 has a handle above is where I have a, like I have the 21,300 level, something around that area, that will be the high of the day. So projected terminus, not just this buy side, but this level at least, since it is now creating that fair value gap. You missed 3.5k today. We missed 3.5k. These days you don't close on to 2. I was confused. No, I close when I feel like closing. I have something in my mind. That's why it's more of a like I'm letting it go because I don't want it to be the reason for others becoming profitable. I want them to know. I want them to master it and do it by themselves. You know, like you know already. You know a lot about me. So wherever the 1 to 2 delivers, I'm more than happy to take that one. Anyway, it's that one. And about the 5 minutes order block or whatever you can call it, the reason I put my stop loss there was this reason as well. The mean threshold after the change in state, the mean threshold, and the 930 opening gap or first presented fair value after 930, since that's the only fair value we saw. So overlapping, a very easy stop loss, even less than 20 handle, and delivered 90 handle. Boom. It was a boom, but don't want it to be a boom for all of my viewers. I want it to be a lesson for all of my viewers. Anyway, I don't did you find any like anything around this area? I know it is rejecting from that, but since I cannot see any fair value gaps, I was expecting that move. Even now, I would be happy to take buy long if it could clear these lows and trade into at least that level. Just these lows. Trend line liquidity, I'm not liking it. So it's that from 15 minutes as well. Oh no, it's the same time frame. So 15 minutes like this. This whole consolidation, accumulation, the manipulation. This leg, leaving liquidities like this. Hourly OB mean threshold. Yeah, this OB I called it yesterday's stream as well. Like when the okay, the funny thing, there was one guy I remember, I don't remember the names, I'm sorry. Like if you are here watching, say hi so that I can call you out. I'm saying one guy, it's feeling awkward or bad to me. He is targeting this fair value gap from the hourly because there is 1 minute liquidity. I saw that, but when he was looking at that, I said if market can take the liquidity, it will not hold. Like this fair value will not hold. Market will at least go for the new day opening gap or the new week opening gap. So the new day opening gap is where it traded and then closed below that. The only reason was, where was it? Here. Okay, he was targeting these relative equal highs. So I said if it can take this high, then market should go for the new day opening gap. That is exactly where the PM session went and ended up. Where was it? Here. Okay, like this. Either the new day or the new week. That's what I said. Like keep an eye on new day or new week. If you see any change in state or anything like that happening after trading either new day or new week, that is it. Kill your trade. Otherwise like something like that. I already said yesterday. And when it was going, or when this candle was happening, I said keep an eye on this level, because if this candle can close above this one, then that will be a change in state of delivery, and that will be the order block. The same thing I just showed you, the sell short I take using, it's the same scenario. And why I was saying this is because already when market was going higher on the 15-minute chart, I need fair value gaps to confirm that, and I can see already this fair value was confirmed, this candle was confirmed, and this was the candle when I was talking about that area. So I said like around this area, that it has enough room to create even another fair value. So just keep an eye on that hourly candle. And I saw how that one worked. But you want to see something else, like the new what it calls, the London session opening, this low, how far it came for the mean threshold, no problem. I was expecting that. I was looking at this. A funny thing, I was about to finish, but since you are here, I want to know your thought about that. Okay, high to low, the only PD array, like below that 50, one fair value, that is the only PD array. Now OTZ, again, not just this, the funniest part, this accumulation, tick by tick overlap on negative 1.5 standard and the 2 standard, and 1 standard actually. So 1.5 and 1 standard overlapping like this. That was the London session, like 1:30, where market was during London open or London session. This is not the kill zone. I'm not talking about kill zone. I'm talking about the London session. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, liquidity taken, retracement. How funny the market works, man. I was so like sad to see this happening at, like, when I was at my work. It was happening during that. From the high to low, premium discount. Keep an eye on this area, okay? OTZ, the first one, that's overlapping, bodies are closing there. The second one is below that, but what is it? We expect, like, you know, we expect this fair value when we have multiple fair value gaps above. This one we expect as to remain as a breakaway gap, or that's the expectation. Reality, it can be different. Part of it unfilled. I talk about the no wick candle, there is no manipulation. That's that no wick candle. I really don't know how to observe that. I was unable to trade during this session because of my work. I was seeing it from my phone, man. I was going back and forth and I was thinking like, bloody hell, this was the day for me, but I missed it. Oh. Oh my god. By the way, I don't know if you were expecting this to happen straight away or not. I was not expecting it. So CISO was telling me or informing me that the 8:30, I came home very late and I'm super tired to sit. That's why I was willing to finish around 11, 10, 20, something like that. After the 10:50, 11:10 macro, I was willing to finish, but still I'm here. It's the nature, like you cannot finish. This liquidity, that relative equal low, or from 15 minutes chart, these relative equal lows was there when it was happening. CISO was saying like it's going for the buy side straight away using the 8:30 news. I said that's a problem that I have. I'm now concerned because I was willing to see the manipulation happening lower, at least if it could do this leg over there. I was very happy to see that move, but when that happened, I said like, I'm not happy to see that, because manipulation is happening lower. Because overall situation, even from the hourly chart, this is how it looks for literally 2 days. All the bodies around same area, again here as well, within this range as well. So need more confluence or confirmation, and didn't like it at all. Any buy long is, for me, I don't know about you, but for me, any buy long is now a problematic scenario, because this consolidation, the whole range, like literally from here to here, if it goes higher, that will be a manipulation, and this is the max level where it will reach before again a bigger lower run, when it will go for that buy side liquidity. The 341, it will, if it can go for this on this 387, okay, since 387 is there and 5 to 20 handle within that range, 21,400, that is the level where you will see again a very good sell short setup will form. I'm calling it beforehand, because whatever this high did, I called every one of those, and it was literally picture perfect over there. So that's why I'm calling these as well. And this is where I'm expecting today's high of the day, if it can go through that consolidation range, or at least take these liquidities. Are these in entry setups that you are showing, brother Asif? I didn't understand properly, because I don't know the whole context of what you are talking about right now. What is projected terminus? Why is that your projected terminus? You joined now, or you are here for a little while? It's the market maker model. Okay, so it's that part. In my channel, I have uploaded it, and I have shared how to draw it, how you're looking for it, why you're looking for it. It's that part. When market is bullish, the sell side of the curve you're drawing first, because that is where you want to see market is going. Because you are bullish from a consolidation, the manipulation you want to see it's happening lower, not higher. This concept, this was the Asia. Why I selected this one is because today the Asia session, Asia kill zone from 8 p.m. to like 8 is starting from here, so, or maybe from here, so 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. midnight, whatever the range was, that was the Asia high and low range. Now I can see at the high it was exact equal highs or relative equal highs sitting over there, and the bodies are failing to go below a certain liquidity level. So it's taking the liquidity by a tick, but the body is still around the same level. So this is the consolidation you are looking at, this consolidation and this like the consolidation range, the highest body, the lowest body within that, and the highest high and the lowest low. So body to body, first projection should be lower, because that is where you want to see market is going first before it can go. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution, retracement, continuation above this high. If there is any other high, you can target that maybe later, or after taking most of your partial or profit at that level. And of course you need to have higher time frame point of interest. It's that one. If you don't have a higher time frame point of interest above this one, why should market fall? Right? If there is no higher time frame point of interest, for example, when it was going higher, look from where it gave that big rejection, because there is no higher time frame point of interest here. The only one we have is the new day opening gap or the new week opening gap. Even this leg, it went through the new day, rejected from the mid of the new week opening gap. So whatever you are seeing, you need a higher time frame point of interest to overlap. This projected terminus was a very high probability for me. That's why when the 930 or the first presented fair value of the day failed to hold the price and I got my change in state, I took the sell short even though I was bullish. The other reason is news candle, it didn't clear the liquidities from these relative equal lows. If a long week came for that liquidity, I was more than happy to look for buy longs within this leg. Especially the first, there was a 1 minute huge fair value gap. So maybe after trading that fair value gap, at least the midpoint, it's a huge one. Midpoint, the consequent encouragement, things like that. Rejection from the midpoint is a very good area to see or look for the setup. it's that part. So if that happened, I would look for buy long after the news from that leg, but I saw the manipulation happen first again. Okay, I have shared it. Upside buy side going fast now. CISO at 1280 1230, which is the 8:30 a.m. New York time. This is Australian time. It's showing. That's a problem if continues like this. I was willing to get manipulation lower. I said manipulation. Okay, manipulation. Remember that word. It's important. Manipulation. Same thing. Consolidation. You are bullish. Want to see the manipulation lower. Now about the projection, body to the body and high to the low. So highest high between that consolidation range to the low, highest body to the lowest body. Two projections, first alignment, amazing. That is the London session low happened exactly over there. This is where the second alignment is, where right above this I have a liquidity and within a fair value gap. Don't want to see this, don't worry. I have daily fair value, 4 hours, 1 hour, everything within this range. So at least this is where I'm seeing that projected, because this is the projection. Okay, this one, overlap or close proximate overlap. Overlap like this, I'm more confident. Close proximate overlap can be happening like this, 2 and 2.5. This is a close proximate overlap below that level. Okay, but I have exact overlap right below a sell side liquidity within a fair value gap, and I already have the higher time frame fair value gap. So that's why that is what I'm marking as my projected terminus or expected level where price will go and create either the low of the day, or if it's a session that I'm looking at, then low of the session and high of the session, this sort of thing. Whatever you are aiming for. For example, Asia session projection, the next one was London. So London low of the projection here. Same thing. High after taking the buy side, whatever, wherever it is reaching, it was aligning over there. Okay, so it was that one. However, after taking the buy side, it has retraced into the range. It is going higher through first the new day opening. I know it's not that good of a price action over here within that new day opening gap, but at the same time there was mostly this day was a seek and destroy, like literal seek and destroy. Yesterday AM session, it came very close to that liquidity. I was willing to see if it can take the liquidity. This is where I'm expecting the high of the day to form. Wait until that happens, and this projection I will be leaving there, because until it reaches there, I'm leaving both of them. Because even if you don't use it, this projection is a fib level. This is a level where two different areas of a price action or a certain of a session liquidity, let's take it this way, Asia session buy side, sell side, it's a projected terminus using the Asia session. It's a standard deviation using Asia session where market aligned or overlapped. So inside of a higher time frame point of interest, when market will reach for that projected terminus, that is the area where I can expect a opposite move. At least that can be a retracement. Remember yesterday or day before yesterday, I took a entry around this area, like literally here or here, I cannot remember, but wherever, maybe here or even no, actually here. The reason behind that was there was a projected terminus right at this level, and when it traded I think this one, I'm sorry, just a sec, I forgot exactly where, so let me just draw it. Where is the higher one? Here. I took it until the fair value gap retest. It was a very small one, but entry from I want to finish, so I don't want to explain it too much at the moment because it's already too late for me and I must have to finish. In 3 days I have slept less than 4 hours. Like this. Some, like when close proximate, you take the midpoint of that. It's my experience, it's not a rule or anything. Or you can take any of those two levels, whatever it is. It aligned like this way, at least 5 handle. At the 5 handle I took a buy long, like without a setup. I saw the setup, but that I took it this way at 5 handle range. Just a second. Before I go, I will show you something, because it's not an entry. Okay, you don't have enough experience to take that entry, so don't take that entry. Wherever I placed it, like even before I'm taking it. See, there is that one, and I have put an 5, 10, 15, 3 entries. I didn't put at 20 because that is my stop loss. Like I'm gonna put my stop loss at 20 when that will be filled. I don't know, like if after this one or this one, but oh, I didn't play it. Placing sell limit orders above 5 pips, 10 pips and 15 pips. That was the exact intention for this entry as well. Like whatever I have shown here in this video, and I said like it reached 11.25, it gave me 2 entries. I didn't got my other entry filled. Okay, 1 lot each area. Now here I'm saying it. Okay, I have some narrative behind it. What was the narrative I was explaining over there? Like literally AMD accumulation, the manipulation. I'm expecting the distribution. At the same time, market has created one bullish fair value from 15 minutes after grabbing liquidity and trading into a higher time frame point of interest. It created another one over there, and it didn't even retrace yet, and it has cleared the buy side, traded. At least this buy side was like during those days it was all-time high. Okay, I don't know if I have the Monday 20th May 2024. Check that 18,762 range, if that is already above a all-time high or not. It was above all-time high. Anyway, whatever it is, I have taken this type of entry before, and I take it sometimes when it overlaps or aligns with my bias or direction. I marked this as the buy side because of this, nothing else. Like I wanted to see using this 1150 1210 macro, it's taking that. It came until that far, then macro finished, so whatever, it eventually took it. But this is that fair value gap. Remember, I marked it way higher, like it will take this one, but since there is nothing here that should stop the price, this is the fair value overlapping with new day. Whatever it is, like I don't care about setup or anything. I'm just waiting to or willing to see like how the rejection is happening from there. It's that overlapping PDRS has some reason. It's that one, not setup or looking for sell short. I'm bullish on the market. The only reason I'm not liking the whole thing is it created relative equal lows and relative equal lows, and so far I think it has created 115 minutes fair value. Oh, it didn't even create a single bloody bullish fair value gap. So if you are using a higher time frame, then you don't have any buy long. If you are using a 1 minute, I don't have the confidence to use the buy setups or frame a setup when there is this liquidity left. So whatever you are seeing, this is the accumulation. I'm seeing the manipulation higher. This is not the proper way where market should go for a new all-time high. Maybe it will go and take this side, trade here, or even that 15 minutes last fair value. Who cares? I'm still willing to see that these will be cleared. These, because no higher time frame is not suggesting me that it should go higher. I'm not seeing the strength. I thought by this leg it will create a fair value, but it still didn't create. This candle already messed it up. So yeah, I mean, still no fair value gap over there. So just be careful. like 2 green candles, 1 black candle, 2 green candles, 1 black candle, 2 green candles, 1 black candle. There will be time you will see something like this again coming up. Okay. Pair, it's pairing. Maybe go for previous day high. Previous day high is what I have marked over here as my buy side, but this is just for the macro. It's not for as a buy side. It was the macro high from 1 minute, like expecting this will be taken and at least this fair value will be traded, because when the change in state was happening on the 5 minutes chart, I had those fair value gaps available, but market didn't trade here or here. None of them was traded. So now is that time. I marked that fair value and that high as the buy side. Nothing like, but my actual buy side for today is sitting there, and this is my projected terminus from today's Asia session. This is a perfect overlap as well. Anyway, I will finish. Actually, I'm sorry that I cannot continue. It's like I'm super tired, and I was supposed to finish literally an hour and 10-20 minutes ago, like nearly 80 minutes ago. That could have been the time I was sleeping by now. Okay guys, thanks a lot. I don't know if it was what is your thinking about that? What about left that sell side for later use? Yeah, that's why I'm not pressing or looking for a buy long until I can see 15 minutes or even hourly, something like that is showing me the willingness by creating fair value gap that market is going higher. So what I'm seeing is market will trade something around this area, the high of the bearish fair value from 15 minutes chart, like this. Okay, first of all let me re-put it. The unfilled portion, I'm looking at it, it will fill it up if it doesn't go for this one, because that is already too far above there and that is the all-time high. I had a buy side mark. Why it is going over there? Because this buy side is the, see the terminus and the terminus 3, the 2 is overlapping with this all-time high. Okay, like literally this is where the terminus 2 is overlapping tick by tick. So yeah, I mean what I'm saying is maybe it will fill up the imbalance and may not trade this one. If it trades, no problem. Even if it takes the buy side, I will wait until it reaches that area and then gives me the sell side delivery. Then I will take some sell short, thinking I have liquidity, or looking at the chart I have liquidity below for market to target. It's gonna take some time over here. Okay, this is how it looks for 3 days, nearly 3 days, not 3 days but nearly 3 days, and from hourly or 4 hours this is how it looks. So no, I'm not seeing yet market is done with its retracement. So yes mama, I love you mama, I'm missing you already. You come back. When are you coming back to Bangladesh? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, that's what I was saying throughout the whole day, because when it will clear the sell side, we don't have to worry about anything when we get our buy side of the curve or buy side delivery, because there will be barely any sell side liquidity left. Now it's a target from even hourly chart, even 4 hours chart, like this. So I don't really I'm not thinking that it's done with its move. After a big expansion, a little consolidation is happening. So I'm seeing it that way. So the next expansion should happen after taking this liquidity. It should happen literally towards the buy side again. The direction will be this. And by the way, see this one, there is still way for the market to come lower around this area, around this fair value or even this fair value where the daily fair values are, this one. Because of this weekly change in state, one candle, opening price, done. So from this to this is the weekly change in state candle, confirmed by what? Multiple daily fair value gaps. So this week, if market can even tap into this high, I'm more than happy to be bullish from that moment. I'm bullish, but like risk bigger or whatever it is, my A plus setup I will be looking for from that moment when market will go for at least around this area, if it can. And if it's creating that weekly fair value gap, then no, then just the sell side will be good enough, this sell side will be good enough, because now I have a weekly bullish fair value to hold the price. I mean, confusing, right? I will clear it, my brain is not working, I don't know what I'm saying, so I will clear it. Whatever I'm saying over here is either it has to come back for the order block retest or propulsion block mostly, but retest of that change in state of delivery candle, and in that case there will be no fair value gap left from the weekly chart. If it doesn't retest it now, then I would love to have this bullish fair value as my confluence that market is going higher again. Simple, like it's that. We should work hard as you are doing at this point in your life. Thank you, thank you. I mean, are you telling that I'm too old to work this hard? If you go to DXI, you will get little more info about. Okay, I have top step doesn't have the DXI, so I have to actually check it on TradingView. Or I don't know what the Tikan name they are using. For DXI, do I need? I think DXI gives the live chart, right? Yeah, I think DXI gives the live chart. Let me check what it looks like. Is there any D over there? No, so it's okay. I don't need to connect to my TraderPath accounts. Oh, funny, bro. It's funny. There are more, but just by this is already good enough. Like this is already good enough. There are more over here. There are more over here as well, and at these levels as well. This is already good enough. Oh my god. Oh. Anyway, I'll finish now. And Titu Mama, tomorrow I'll try to call you. What time is it now? Right now, like at your place. Please let me know. Like I want to see AM PM what's the difference so that I can call you. Yeah, I'm broken with my 5:49 p.m. So you are 13 hours behind, right? Is it 14:11 or is it 13:11? Like, is it the same day as New York or is it the next day? Just to know, like, if you are behind or ahead. 13:11. Okay, so you are behind. So it's the same day. Oh man, you are living in heaven right now. If I like only if you were trading with any real account or anything. I think You had some, right? You are there. You are there to withdraw with some that you had previously. But are you willing to trade any of those after reaching there, or just letting it go because of the reason? Oh, yep. Oh, amazing, bro. I would love. Oh man, you should have told me. I told you something. Remember about that donation and stuff? Keep that in mind. Okay, like when you are doing it, do it with that account and withdraw the money, donate it. If you don't want to use it, donate it. At least that will help some people. So don't forget your mama after making millions over there. Yeah, now it will be fun. Now we will have fun together. Let's see. And I'll give you a call tomorrow because now I know what time it will be. So yeah, it's better. I will give you a call tomorrow, especially maybe when you're not streaming. So I'll go now, and everyone, I'm so sorry guys. I cannot stay awake anymore. Again, tomorrow morning there will be a visitor, like literally around 9:30, 10. There will be a visitor. Oh, my nephew was looking for a scientific calculator because he has exam. So maybe he will come and knock me and wake me up even earlier in the morning. Because he has exam and he was looking for a scientific calculator. So I said, yeah, you can come and pick it up. Or if you want, I can drop it. But by that time, it was already nearly 12:30. And the news or New York Open something was nearby. So I said, okay, see you tomorrow morning. And I don't know what time he will come. Are you in Bangladesh? Jarin Jors, no bro, or sis, I'm not from Bangladesh. I'm sorry, like no brother, I'm not from Bangladesh. I'm from, like I'm not in Bangladesh. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm living in Australia. So for nearly 12 years now. 2013 June 5th is when I came to Australia. So it's 2024 November, nearly 12 years. More than 11 and half, something like that. People are talking the concept from us and not giving credit, claiming this is their concept, and try to put your no weak candle concept in your Discord. Should I? I have already like talked about it so many like so many times. So what should I do? I don't really know. I mean, it's like this. There is a week over here, a small week. I mean, it's a weekly candle. Okay, so weekly candles week, that is good enough. Need a small manipulation, opening manipulation, 14 handle, good enough. Okay, manipulation is needed. Zero manipulation means a problem. Even the 9:30, the first buy long I took as a stop loss. When I was taking it, I told them it is not a, like, I'm not confident about it because of this, and I cannot put my stop loss there. No wick and volume imbalance. So I had to put it even lower. I think somewhat around this area or this area is where I put the stop loss, but too big. I was not happy with that, and I got a bigger loss. And then when it broke, gave me the 5 minutes change in state with fair value gap. More than happy to go for that one. Although I know, like, for a fact it can go around that area. That's why my stop loss was here. And that rejection was the cherry on top of the cake. After closing below and rejecting from there, that was the cherry on top of the cake. Even this one better. Like after rejecting from middle, closing below, and then rejecting from the low. Amazing. So guys, I'll see you all tomorrow, and tomorrow I'll be more energetic and I will be here more time. Okay, I promise that. I will be here maybe, I don't know how long, but more time than the usual, if you guys want me to be here. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be more energetic because Friday I have the prayer only. That's the only thing I have ahead of my sleep time, so I can stay awake longer. No problem. I will finish now. They renamed my last step busy and others and claiming it is their lol. Then I shouldn't have showed the projection, how to do the projection. I shouldn't have showed it, man. I shouldn't have showed it. I should have showed it on my Discord stream and call everyone to the Discord. Like, come on live and then call everyone to the Discord so that they don't they don't have it. I don't know. I'm not that famous, man. You're famous. You have now. What is the sub count now? I'm sorry, I couldn't visit the channel in last couple of days. So because I thought you will not be streaming or something. You were streaming today? No, I'll do it. Since you are suggesting me, you are my mama. So, if I knew you are streaming, I might join you right after this leg and this consolidation. Literally, I could have joined you during that area instead of continuing. I saw that, and yeah, I mean, I could have joined you. So yeah, I'll finish now. Until next time, take a very good care of yourself, your health, and your loved one. And bye bye. See you tomorrow, hopefully. And since I'm a Muslim, I should say inshallah. So if the Almighty wills, I will be here tomorrow again. Bye bye. Take care, guys. Take care.